Welcome in 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. Got a full show tonight. This is our last full show in the time slot as baseball season is upon us. We make our voyage to 7 p.m. beginning on Wednesday night. Therefore, the baseball hour begins. Tomorrow will be the last day at 6 o'clock, and then it begins on Wednesday. 6 o'clock will be the baseball hour, and then we'll take you guys the rest of the night with games and post-game until midnight. We're going all night. And this is the week, everybody. So you'll get, even though you might be upset that I'm not on at 6, you'll get more Joe later into the night, and you never know what happens after 10 o'clock here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Well, we will open up the phone lines to you. 617-779-0985. You can join us on YouTube. Love to read your chats. YouTube.com. Search 98.5 The Sports Hub. You'll see the show right there. You can create a login. You can chat in, and I do like to read your chats. A lot to get into tonight. Kind of a reaction from the weekend, and I have a take that I want to get into regarding Jason Tatum coming up in a little bit. There's some news regarding the Patriots and Christian Gonzalez that I'd like to share as well. The Bruins, I asked where the buzz was last week. Well, where's the buzz today for the Bees, who won a big game over the weekend? And the Red Sox begin on Thursday, opening day. It's already here. We got full coverage all night long here on the show. We'll talk with Nesson beat reporter Jamai Webster later on in the show tonight. And Brian Barrett will join us. We'll get his thoughts on the Celtics and the Sox. Phone number again, 617-779-0985. Skaz is back from the Bayou. I see intern Dawson back there. Street Team Joe is here. We have steak and cheeses in the house, so he'll be happy about that. Of course, I want to thank our friends over at Surfside Vodka, which will be doing the old surf and turf deal. We did it last year. They'll be doing it again this year. I'll let you know about that coming up in just a little bit. But looking at it, Celtics lose, Bruins win, Red Sox about to open, Patriots preparing for the draft and potential Christian Gonzalez extension, all that on the table. So let's start off with our opening take, which of course is presented by Super Service today. The snow is melting fast, raising groundwater levels and flooding basements. Is your current sump pump up to the task? Call Super Service today for a basement protection solution to keep your home safe and dry, guaranteed day or night. And always done right. Visit superservicetoday.com. Well, I had a chance to work the Celtics game on Friday night, and then the game last night. And I will tell you this, Jason Tatum has looked rusty. Jason Tatum's looked rusty. And I think that we should expect that, right? The team is 6-3 since the Tatum return. He's missed one of those games. They lost. He's averaging 19 points a game and almost 9 rebounds, his assists. But his field goal numbers aren't great, 38%. Could be better. Could be better. But what I'm noticing is a difference in the fourth quarter. Take out last night's game for a minute. If you watched Friday night's game against Memphis, Memphis had the lead. Joe Mazzulla made adjustments, put in Luka Garza with Queta, and they out-rebounded the hell out of him. That's how they came back and won the game. So I'm not putting anything on Tatum or the team or how they're, him coming back into the fold regarding Friday night's game, but it was a Jaylen Brown fourth quarter. And I think most of these have been Jaylen Brown fourth quarters. And I think the team is still adjusting to what really they do in crunch time this year. The difference between what's happening to the team in the 9 games with Jason Tatum without it is we know who the guy was in the fourth quarter. Jaylen Brown's been getting to the line, making shots. He's been absolutely outstanding from the free throw line. I got to say that. It's not a knock on Tatum. Tatum helped out with rebounds. Tatum helped out on some flushes, on some follow-ups, etc. Last night, though, was a really bad shooting night. And I'm starting to see guys since the return fall off. The number one guy right now is Sam Hauser. Maybe he's not a starter with this group. Should they stick with Baylor Shireman? There's some things going on right now that I think have to do with the return of Tatum. I'm not saying it's the reason. I'm not saying Tatum is the reason. But he made some comments I want to get into on the other side regarding last night that Oof. For the fans that were saying things about the documentary and whatever, like, I think I understood what you meant by it. Still don't love it. Didn't love the commentary. But I do want to get into that coming up in a bit. But as far as the Celtics go, like, to me, they're still the favorites in the East. I still think they'll beat Detroit. And I know the New York Knicks are coming around and maybe playing better of late. I still don't buy it. And I stand by my take. The NBA needs the Celtics out of the East. But I think right now they are adjusting. They came back and beat Memphis the other night because they're the better team. They could have had a lot of excuses the other night of what to throw that game, and they didn't. So I give a lot of credit for what they did. I really do. But last night, losing to Memphis without Ant-Man, getting outplayed the way that you did, and really not knowing what to do in the fourth quarter, I think there needs to be some adjustments made. And I'm kind of curious if it's about who should be the guy in the fourth quarter. And I know it's always game dependent, right? When Jaylen Brown's having a big game, maybe Jason Tatum can step away from bringing the ball up. Last night was the first night where I said, oof. I thought it was rust the other night. I really did. But I do think that the Tatum return has impacted some of the shooting on the team. And I mentioned Hauser as one of them. I think Hauser is struggled really since Tatum's coming back. But a lot of the guys' numbers are down. Jalen's, 45% from the field, 29 from three. Derek White's been struggling, 28. Pritchard, another guy that's been struggling. But Baylor Shireman's been strong. Really strong. Things look off. Do I think they feel off just yet? I'm not there because they're working in a new rotation. But make no mistake about it. The return of Jason Tatum, it's going to be a warm-up act. There's going to be some good and some bad. Last night, bad. But overall, since his return, his numbers are very impressive. I didn't expect him to be this good. But is there going to be some growing pains now? And I know that he fits right in the chemistry, but this is maybe what he meant about it. Coming into something that's been working all year long, and now he's coming in and kind of changing it. But the biggest difference I'm noticing, it's fourth quarters. And I do think Jaylen Brown is that guy right now when it comes to the fourth quarter. And I'm almost curious if maybe at times the players and the teammates aren't aware of that just yet. I'll give you Derek White in particular. There was a play on Friday night where I wondered who he wanted to give the credit to, because I'm not sure they know yet that Jaylen Brown's been that guy in the fourth quarter with Jason Tatum. When Jason Tatum was out, they knew. Now that he's back, I wonder if they need to be reminded. So we'll leave it there at 617-779-0985. We're here all night. We got a full crew. We got a full show. We love to hear from you. We're on YouTube as well. We're going to be celebrating National Cheesesteak Day, which is tomorrow. But we do it 2 nights here. The Joe Show just doesn't do one. Just like birthdays and bachelor parties. It ain't one night. It's a whole weekend. We got it all covered for you tonight right here on the Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
you guys sat one-on-one and had a conversation, and you guys sat in front of the team. What did that do for the energy in the room and the team to kind of block out the noise and really set the tone and the table for what we're seeing right now, the surge of the Boston Celtics potentially having a chance to being number one?
It was great. The initial conversation, having that communication. Yeah. Sometimes as guys, you got to do what you got to do as a job. You got to do. Sometimes your communication falls off. So be able to get back on the same page is important, but it's going to take more communication as the year goes on. Things change. You got adversity, things ups and downs. And we just communicated that it's going to be me and you. So our communication sets the tone for the rest of the team, and we both got to be better going forward if we want this thing to work.
8 o'clock, and so there was Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter were there, and he was basically talking, about the conversation that him and Tatum had together, and how they're on the same page, etc., and just kind of letting everybody know that that they're on the same page and all that. So it's a recap of everything that we already knew. I think he was just double teaming it because people just double downing on it because people continue to keep asking about it. Continue to keep talking about Tatum and Brown, and I'm not making it about Tatum and Brown. I'm making it about basketball. What I'm noticing is in the fourth quarter, Tatum, whether it's been rust, whether it's been volume shooting, whatever it is, the pace has been flowing better with Jaylen Brown going to the basket and making it a like a point almost to get into the paint. Again, this isn't a slight on Tatum by any means. He's putting up hell of numbers. But last night's fourth quarter, not good at all. Celtics were outscored 26-15. It was like they didn't know who was going to score. It was tough to watch. The Celtics also missed 12 straight shots. So I know nobody wants to hear this. I can't wait to be called out for a green teamer take right now. But the Celtics do miss shots. It happens. Last night they missed 12 in a row. It can happen. Joe Mazzulla will tell you that whenever you say, hey, why did you shoot so many threes? Well, we missed shots. Now, last night you missed 12 in a row in the fourth quarter because I don't think anybody knew who the hell really wanted the ball. Jason Tatum went scoreless in the first half last night. Finally gets going with 16 points, and in the fourth quarter, what do? Think they right now in the fourth quarter are having adjustments. And I think Joe Mazzulla's done a great job all year, but they're not adjusting well. They did it. The adjustment the other night was rebounding and second chance points and offensive rebounds. And it worked playing Luka Garza. It didn't work last night, though. Celtics completely fell apart in the fourth quarter last night, losing to the Timberwolves. They had a 1-point lead in the fourth, too. 12 straight misses. They were held scoreless for 5 minutes. Sometimes you got to tip your cap to the other team too, right? They played good defense. I wouldn't let Bones Highland go off for 23 like they did, but it's my take on last night. One more on this one, because I want to bring Skaz in shortly because he's back from the bayou. But last night, Skaz, Jason Tatum mentioned something about he's not Superman, and can you let everybody hear that one? No one's listening. Superman quote?
I know how it was going to be. It's tough in the moment, right? You try not to think about it. You just want to be Jason Tatum and feel like yourself again. I'm not Superman, so it's obviously going to take some time. I think the next day I can give myself a little more grace over certain things, but in the moment, it's frustrating.
So I just saw a quote in our chat, and I saw a couple of articles today that mentioned, wow, we don't talk enough about how it's a miracle that Jason Tatum is back. Which I do think about at times. But also, can I be critical? Can I be critical that he's rusty? Can I be critical that he no-showed in the first half? Can I be critical that maybe he looked for his shot so much in the second half it threw off their rhythm in the fourth quarter? You just had this documentary about how you're working your way back and you want to be Jason Tatum again and all that. And then last night you tell us you're not Superman. When I just watched this documentary about this great comeback that you had. So do you want us to see the comeback? Or do you want to tell us you're not Superman? I understand there's two sides here. There's, wow, look at he's back. It really is incredible. And trust me, I think it is incredible. And I think his numbers, 19 and 8 and all that, are great. The Superman comment's what I don't like, Skaz. I didn't like that because I just watched a documentary telling me how fast it was, and he really is Superman. I get it, he's rusty, but I didn't like what the commentary last night after the whole documentary stuff.
Yeah, if there was ever any doubt that this is Jason Tatum's team or Jason Tatum is better than Jaylen Brown, the discourse today around the two of them should prove all of that, because Jaylen Brown was 9 of 26 last night. He's been completely healthy all year, having an MVP type season. Haven't heard his name mentioned much at all today. A lot of focus seems to be on Jason Tatum's 6 of 16 night, and that's not a good night. Jason Tatum has been rusty and has not been great, but not to pit them against each other as a lot of people like to do. I just find it very interesting. The 29 points for Jaylen Brown on 26 shots. If that was the other way around, I think we would be complaining about that for Tatum as well. So nights like these are going to happen, Joe. It was an ugly one. I think they are trying to still figure some things out, but I do like the bird's eye view of how much the focus is already all on Jason Tatum for people that tried to pretend over the last 8 months that Jason Tatum was not one of the faces of the NBA and the face of the Boston Celtics.
Just so we're clear, I watched the documentaries. They didn't bother me.
Oh, the 3.5 minute clips, the Instagram shorts, the documentary didn't bother you?
The quiet work.
Yes.
It didn't bother me. It really didn't. I think he wanted to do a marketing about his comeback.
Yeah, and if Jason Tatum is out there, he's open to criticism. If you're back,
that's my point.
If you're back,
good. Thank you.
If you're back and you're on the floor, 100%, you are open to be criticized. Rust is rust, but
yes.
You're still open to criticism. I just think you have to look at the big picture and say that Jaylen Brown was also 9 of 26 in that game. Derek White 6 of 15. Hauser only takes 4 shots. It was an ugly game. Pritchard, 4 of 11. He struggles again against a good team. Luka Garza struggles against a team with legitimate size. So I think there are a lot of things, in that game. Ugo Gonzalez certainly seemed to be miffed, bothered by Bones Highland throughout that game. So, yeah, learning experience for a lot of younger guys, because if Bones Highland is bothering you, Ugo Gonzalez, wait till we get to the Eastern Conference playoffs when you have to deal with, the Knicks and all these guys on different teams.
Yeah, they weren't great in Memphis the other night. They weren't. That's a game they would have lost, I think, any game this year. But Mazzulla won it. He played Garza, and Garza was great. I'm really glad that you said that, Skaz, because that is my take. I think that today we shouldn't be writing articles about how it's a miracle Jason Tatum's back.
No, he's back. We're past the miracle.
Yeah,
the miracle has happened.
I think we can be critical of the team's play. They're 6-3 with him back.
And I think some of it falls on Mazzulla too. I think he's still trying to figure it out. And he deserves criticism for that as well. But I think it is something that wasn't going to be an instant fix. It kind of looked that way at times early on when Tatum came back, and now you'll see them against OKC. They have quite a few, big games coming up. So this will be a stretch for him. But I think the conversation is absolutely more than fair. If Jason Tatum is on the floor as one of the, top basketball players in the world, guess what? You get criticized.
Just so you know, Friday night when they came back to win, I passed it off as he had a rusty night. That's how I left it. Because he did. I didn't criticize. He struggled. And really the big thing is Jason Tatum's a volume scorer. Come on. And I know you're bringing up the volume of Brown.
Well, they're both volume players.
And
they are.
Last night, Brown's volume of 26 was ugly. But I think I don't want to I can't blame it on Tatum because the team did it. I actually think the team last night kind of was like, what are we doing here? They also didn't know how to fend off Minnesota. Like, they didn't know how to, like, stop them. So they've been a little, the last couple of games, it hasn't been great. So, but I do think that Tatum being shut out in the first half, we should be critical of that. He got a volume of shots in. So I think it's so. I made it about the guy who did the documentary and the whole comeback, and now we can't be critical of it because, and I'm not knocking any of the writers here, but there were people today though who said that we should be talking about how miraculous it is that he's back.
No, let's talk about it for the next couple months, Joe. If they make the playoffs, it's a good story.
I understand there's two people probably feel that way. Like, oh man, he shouldn't even be back. It's a miracle he's back out there. Well, now that he's out there, I'm going to be critical.
Yes.
And I did not like the way they lost last night.
Fair.
Because I already have them as the NBA needs them. Right?
Yes, well, I've heard that take.
I've said it twice already today.
They need them.
Today I've said it. The NBA needs the Celtics. Last night wasn't a good look. And may I double down one more time, please?
Oh, please.
When the Celtics play against the elite of the NBA, when they play against the top 10 teams in the NBA, and they play Oklahoma City on Wednesday, right?
Correct.
NBA top 10 versus NBA top 10. Oklahoma City's the best team, we all would say. 14-8. San Antonio, 17-10. How about Detroit? Remember them?
Yeah, Cade. Easy path, Joe. We started that yet since I've been gone?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you missed that. I did that on Friday night.
I'm sure the easy path talk is coming.
13-6. The New York Knicks are 11-9. Do you know what the Celtics are against the elites? Top 10 versus top 10? 8-13. So, for the defenders and the green teamers out there, I'm going to say something you're going to like. Maybe Sunday was the look ahead. Maybe the Celtics were looking ahead to Oklahoma City. Because last night was not pretty. Scoreless for 12 straight misses in the fourth quarter, not knowing who's going to get the ball. It's a bad look last night. That was a Minnesota team that should have been an easy win without Ant Edwards. Can't, man. You lost to a team that didn't have a man. Anyways. We'll get Skaz is back from the Bayou. We'll get his thoughts coming up in a little bit. Why don't we take a quick call because I've been on this one. John's in Danvers. Hey, John.
Hey, Joe. How's it going?
How you doing?
Good, man. Just want to start off by saying I kind of hate to put you in this position. I kind of wanted to call in a Felger and Mavs earlier. Felger wasn't in. It all started when Felger said, I don't give a blah about your bracket. I love 98.5. I love all three shows. I'm a big Celtics fan. I'm wearing a Celtics hat right now. But, man, how do we not cover the NCAA tournament? Talk about college basketball. I mean, yesterday you had St. John's in that incredible game. You had Iowa beat Florida. You got all these great coaches coming up this Thursday and Friday night. The storylines are incredible, and I know I'm speaking for thousands of people listening to this station. Why are we not covering this tournament?
I have it covered for 8:35 p.m. tonight.
But I'm talking about throughout the station.
What do you want?
Why don't we? I think it's the biggest sports storyline.
I've watched every game
right now.
What's the storyline? Give me the lead storyline. What is it?
Well, you had Iowa beat number one seed Florida last night. That was an incredible game.
Yeah,
Did you watch the St. John's game? You have Rick Pitino. You got John Shire.
Hey, hang on. Shut up for a second.
You got Dan Hurley.
Hey, stop for a second, damn it.
Yeah.
I watch every game. I've talked college football for literally, I did a betting podcast.
I'm not talking about
No, but
football.
I want you to don't come on my show and rip everybody else.
Joe, I love your show.
No, I know you do, but you're gonna call their shows. You're gonna call. Listen,
I'm obsessed with this
you're
station.
not listening to me.
I work for UPS. All I do is listen to the station. I'm telling you that the sports people around here want to hear about the tournament. It's the biggest storyline in sports right now, and you guys don't even talk about it. We can save the Celtics for another couple weeks.
It's you guys. Okay, listen, you're going to call another show, and they're going to crap all over you. You know that, right?
I'm not going to call another show. This is the show I called. I'm talking to you.
Okay.
And like I said at the beginning, I hate to put you in this spot, but how have you haven't mentioned the tournament once since we started the show?
Yes,
and it goes to the show before this as well.
John,
they didn't talk about it at all either.
John, what do you do?
It's incredible.
What do you do for work? What do you do for work?
I work for UPS. I drive for UPS.
So when you go to UPS, right? Don't you have a priority list first?
A priority list? Yeah, to get packages delivered. Sure.
Certain priority mails. Okay. The priority tonight for me was the leadoff take was the Celtics in transition with Jason Tatum's return, and he should be criticized. To me,
we
I
have
think that,
months
and
to
I
do
think
that.
that
We
the
did
Bruins
that weeks ago.
I know, but we work for a major market radio. We're on a major market radio station with millions of dollars.
I'm speaking as a fan.
Yes, you're a fan, but the NCAA tournament doesn't bring in the money. NCAA tournament doesn't bring in the money.
There's an incredible basketball tournament going on.
Yes.
That's the biggest news in sports right now, and 98.5 doesn't cover it. And I love this station,
all right,
but I really wish you guys would.
How's your bracket?
And Joe, I love you.
No, real quick. Let's talk about it. You want to talk about the tournament? So number one, Florida went down. They were going for back-to-back, and they lost to Iowa. So who's the favorite now, you'd say?
You have a number of teams. That's the incredible part of it. You have a number of teams. The tournament, the outlook of the tournament's awesome. You have all these great coaches. You have all these great teams. You have Pitino. You got Shire. You got Izzo. You got all these guys. You have all these big names. I'd probably say the favorite right now would probably be Kentucky. But
really?
Again, I'm surprised that you, Joe, as a gambling guy as well. I mean, it's the biggest story in sports right now.
First off, no disrespect.
Awesome.
You said Kentucky?
No, I didn't say Kentucky. I said
you said Kentucky.
No, Kentucky's out.
Who's the favorite of the tournament?
I said Arizona. I'm sorry. I meant Arizona.
I would say Arizona. I would go Arizona and Michigan.
Yeah, Arizona, Michigan. Exactly. Those are probably the two top favorites.
Do you want to talk about the big Duke matchup coming up?
And again, you have a great matchup with Michigan, Alabama. It's a great matchup coming up.
Who do you got in that one?
I'd probably lean Michigan, but again, there's a great story with Alabama.
Can Texas upset Purdue?
But that was a great story with Texas winning as well. Texas could upset Purdue, absolutely. You have the great rivalry with Iowa and Nebraska. Those teams hate each other. It's unbelievable. You have Pitino. You got all these great coaches.
Yep. How about Illinois, Houston? What do you got?
Houston, great team. But that's another outstanding game.
May I ask you
another outstanding game that no one knows about around here because you guys don't talk about it, which I wish you would.
I know, but I feel like you're barking up the wrong tree with me, and I know that you had a big disclaimer about, Joe, I hate doing this to you. But in a major market, Houston and Illinois at 10:05 on a Thursday does nothing.
Okay, that's one game. How about St. John's and Duke?
St. John's and Duke is going to be a fire game at 7:10 on Friday.
Yeah, how do you think that's going to do in the ratings? How many people do you think are going to watch that?
Well,
you don't think people around here want to talk about that? People around here like sports. We love the Celtics. Like I said, I'm the biggest Celtics fan around. I love talking Celtics. You know what I mean? But it's like, man, it's like I'm not even asking you guys to talk about the tournament at all. It's like you guys don't even mention it. It's like a forget about it. And I'm telling you right now, as a sports fan, we want it.
Okay.
Joe, have a great night, man. I enjoy the show, and I'll continue to listen.
Thank you.
Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
We got no Bruins, no Celtics tonight. Patriots released Josh Dobbs. Jackson Smith and Jigba has a long-term extension. Red Sox sent down Peyton Tolley. And the men's NCAA tournament continues on Thursday night. You'll get Texas at Purdue. Iowa, they're the 9 seed. They'll take on Nebraska. Arkansas with John Calipari. They'll take on Arizona, while Houston will take on Illinois. And then on Friday night, you'll get St. John's Duke. Alabama will take on Michigan. UConn, they'll host Michigan State. And Iowa State will take on
Joe Murray on the Sports Hub.
I was going to come in and talk Tatum. We'll do some Superman talk. Catch up with Skaz about his bachelor party on the Bayou. Do a little Bruins talk. Where's the buzz? Maybe mention the Red Sox, Josh Dobbs. You know, we can still do all that. But the caller with the bracket, and it's probably on me because we have a call screener, but I didn't see what the call screener wanted because I logged in late. So if I knew that he was going to talk about the bracket, I wouldn't have taken him.
Well, you're kind of proving his point then, Joe, right?
I mean, Skaz, I don't know. You and I were talking Monmouth a week ago.
We were big Santa Clara guys.
Remember? I mean, they lost by a buzzer beater. Did you see that?
I did see that. You want to talk about it for 4 hours?
I'm not going to do the don't call me about your bracket talk because I know that, you know, that's someone else's shtick, not mine. But I don't know, Skaz. I've worked here for 15 years. I've done a lot of college sports talk. I used to wake up every day and do a betting show at 7 a.m. and talk every single game. Sunbelt. Nobody talked about Coastal Carolina more than me.
And Grayson McCall.
All right? I did Citadel versus Alabama first half once, and Citadel covered, and I called it. So I'm actually upset. I'm upset. Yeah. I'm upset. You call me and tell me I don't talk basketball, and I did it for years. Remember Sister Jean? Ran that thing for years.
R.I.P.
Don't tell me I don't talk college basketball bracket. Last year, I hyped up on a Sunday Patino versus John Calipari. We did that on a Friday. Remember, Skaz? We did like an hour out of it.
A lot of good Tyson chicken talk, I believe.
That's right.
Yeah. And then we get Patino again this week, Joe.
Patino, slime ball. I love him.
Love him.
He's such a slime ball, huh?
He can coach, though.
Hey, you know what? There's nobody in the world that you could hate and love at the same time. Rick Pitino is one of them. He's wearing his jumpsuit today. Like, I didn't know the guy was going to play. Then he called his own play, and we won. You see him win? They won at the buzzer, and he just walks away, no emotion.
Ice cold.
And Calipari's got that nice jacket. How much do you think that blazer costs? Wonder if he called our buddy Hooch and had him make a Razorback, suit jacket. They're good too, man. That's what college basketball is. These slime ball coaches that get players to play there, and somehow Calipari's back. Calipari could play for could coach UMBC. Hell, Rick Pitino coached Iona. You got Izzo. You got them all. Yeah, I'll talk about it when it matters. Chris is in Middleton. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Joe. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, I just wanted to call and, I listened to that phone call with that last caller, and I'm amazed he's even from Massachusetts because I grew up here 30 years. I'm a neighbor. I live in Middleton, right down the street from you. And we don't care about college basketball. We never have. And for him to come at you and say you don't talk about it or whatever, no one talks about it. The only time they do talk about it is in the tournament.
Chris, I'm just upset that he used my airtime to crap on all the other shows. To tell me a disclaimer that had nothing to do with me, and then made it about me.
Exactly.
That's what I'm upset. That's what I'm upset about.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I mean, I'm pissed.
Thank you.
I'm flipping pissed.
Where should we go? Tell me about that new pizza spot in Middleton there. Months?
The one across, kind of diagonally across from Richardson's.
I love Richardson's, man.
Yeah, no. Have you been to the food trucks over here?
Yeah, the Lot. It's called the Lot. Check this out.
The Lot.
They got a whole lot, and Salty's is over there and everything.
Yeah.
They got a whole lot, Street Team Joe and Skaz, of just food trucks that line up. It's right across from Richardson's.
Yeah, they all. There's one, I forget the name of the Mexican one, but it stays open all year long through the wintertime.
I think it's called Mutz is the pizza I'm thinking of.
What is it called?
Mutz, M-U-T-Z. I haven't been there yet, though.
Mutz?
Yeah. It's the talk of the town.
In Middleton?
Dude, it's the talk of the town, man.
Really?
Yeah, that's what everyone's telling me.
In Middleton?
Yes, neighbors, next town over. Thanks, Chris.
Hey, Joe, where's that pizza spot?
So it's new.
What's the name of it?
I haven't been there yet. It's called Mutz.
Where is it?
M-U-T-Z. Middleton, Mass. Across from the lot, I think.
And it's in Middleton, you said?
That's correct.
Okay.
Thanks, Roger. Thank you. Sour the Sports is brought to you by good friends over at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% off your next drive through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. We'll ask Gaz before we go to break about his bachelor party. Maybe we won't have enough time, but we'll do it all night long. But you're back here, Skaz. You're here.
I'm back. Feels like I never left with these callers in the first hour, Joe. I will say that.
How's it feel, though? Like, you were gone for, 4 days?
Yeah. Yep. Feels good to be back.
But, like, you checked out, right?
Oh, yeah. Checked out completely, yes.
You golfed?
Golfed twice,
I saw some of that.
TPC Louisiana, yep.
Any Ruby Slipper?
No, I walked by the Ruby Slipper at one point. That was a little early for us to make it to the Ruby Slipper. Did not make
What's
it there.
considered early?
Oh, man. We were... The days we weren't golfing, we were up and mobile by like 10 a.m. probably. Golfing, we were up early.
Did you guys use the pool?
Pool was used, hot tub was used, basketball court was used. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
A lot of...
Any dice?
Some dice.
Okay.
The casino was hit, I think, every day. I think every day.
All right.
Little sports
Cafe
book.
Dumas?
Cafe Dumas, Loretta's. Went to Loretta's.
Any hurricane drinking?
A lot of hurricanes, some hand grenades. Yeah.
Oh, the grenades, too. I forgot about that.
Yes. Went to the Joint, good BBQ place. Jim Murray had said he'd been there as well. Little burnt ends. Yeah, it was tremendous, Joe. It's you got to go.
Did you love New Orleans?
Yeah, I mean.
Did you walk the Strip and everything?
Walked everywhere. Walked like 8 miles a day. Walked from the French Quarter to Bourbon and back.
Smell when you got to the airport?
It smelled everywhere.
See, I told you that. See?
It smelled everywhere. Saw some sights. The people watching.
Saw the Dome, the Mercedes.
Saw the Dome. Walked by the Dome. Yep. Not a lot of Pelicans talk.
Did you eat any alligator?
Little alligator. Yep.
All right.
Some crawfish. Po' boys. Gumbo. Yeah, you name it. We did it all, Joe. We even had a surprise appearance from Joe Murray. We will get into later in the show. Right. Yes.
I was calling you Bayou Jim.
There we go. Enough gyms around here. Yeah.
Bayou Jim all week. All right. We'll have more on that. I do want to shout out our friends. We're doing a Surfside Surf and Turf event that you'll hear me reading about all night. Street Team Joe, turn your mic on for a second. So, Surfside iced tea and vodka and lemonade and vodka fins. You can celebrate National Cheesesteak Day and National Cocktail Day tomorrow with a surf and turf, a steak and cheese, and a Surfside. To find a location near you, go to drinksurfside.com/Surfside Surf and Turf. And today we got steak and cheeses and other foods like Donahue's Bar and Grill on Bigelow Ave in Watertown, who provide the show dinner tonight with steak bomb sandwiches, steak and cheese with peppers, onions, tomatoes, and mushrooms, as well as cheeseburgers. Surfside. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Must be 21 plus. Please drink responsibly. I had that. The steak bomb provided by Donahue's in Watertown. I ate it with the peppers, onions, tomatoes, and mushrooms. I give it a very high score of a 9 and change. What did you think, Joe?
I'm right there with you, Joe. I mean...
And we ate it on a wrap.
And we ate it in a disturbing amount of time.
Oh, that's true,
And
too.
I think within 30 seconds for both of us. By the time I went out there and got a napkin and came back in, I didn't need the napkin anymore.
You ever been to Donahue's?
No, I've never been.
It's not far from here. It's like a couple miles away.
Yeah, that was a 9 steak and cheese. I would definitely go back.
And we ate it maybe room temperature?
Yeah.
There's actually
with
still a
peppers
little
and
hot.
onions, and you and I
I
both
ate the
prefer
I ate
without
the whole
peppers and
thing.
onions. Yeah.
You know I'm weird about all that stuff.
Oh yeah, no veggies. Out on veggies.
It was so good. I ate it with veggies.
Now we got to try the regular sub one.
Oh yeah, there's one on the sub roll. There's onion rings here too. What goes with a steak and cheese? I like chips, but those onion rings I kind of like that.
I kind of like the Funyuns, which is the same thing as onion rings, kind of.
All right. Well, we're just on 1 hour, Joe. See the other food they brought out?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Because it's gone.
Dawson and I may have had a burger.
Oh, you guys had a burger already, huh? How was that?
It was good.
All right, well,
steak and cheese 9s, burgers around the same score.
All right. Well, I'm glad you guys ate.
Yes, well, Skaz didn't eat. We might have taken.
Skaz
that
already. I've been watching him eat French fries. He's already. What? Could you eat a burger, Skaz? No. What about a steak and cheese?
No, I stole some fries from
basically,
from the Vultures got it before we did, Joe.
And when does that happen? Hands off normally. But you would have ate the fries anyways, Skaz.
Yeah. I can't really eat cheese, so yeah, steak and cheese was off the table for me.
I got to tell you, I love Donahue's. I've been to Donahue's many of a time. I'm gonna give it a 9.18, which is a 9.2.
2 decimals.
9.2.
9.2. How are the onion rings? Can I get a score there?
Man, really good. 9.04. I'm telling you, that was really good.
That Surfside looks pretty good right now.
Well, yeah, we can't have those.
Yeah.
But again, Surfside iced tea and vodka and lemonade and vodka fans. I can get you. You want a case? I get you a case.
Yeah, I love Surfside.
I know a guy. Hey, just remember, it's not a seltzer. It's a Surfside. All right, we'll hit a break. I'm Joe Murray, 98 Fathom Sports. Johan Oviedo on the opening day roster. This is to help out Ranger Suarez and Brian Barrett. So just wanted to mention that regarding the Red Sox, which open up this week. I also would like to just mention that the Bruins won a game, a big one, over the weekend on the road. And it's been a while since Jeremy Swayman has played 3 games in a row and won. Where the Swade is at. The Swade is. Those are the Swayman haters, for those that don't know. We came up with that. Or Jeremy sent it to me, Skaz, so I'm going with it now. The Swade is. What a win by the Bees. What a win. The other night, I started off Bruins, no buzz whatsoever. Imagine that, guy. He started the show about the Bruins and nothing, crickets. And then I just asked, are the Bruins good? And you know what? I think they are. I think they are good. Led by a good goaltender. Led by a strong second line in Arvidsson and Middlestat and Zacha. Led by David Pastrnak on the first line with Elias Lindholm and Hoosty. Is Hoosty the 7th player award? Do we have odds on that? That's something I'd love to bet on. 7th player award. Anyways, Bees are good, everybody. The Bees are good. Huge win the other night. And I know that they have the toughest schedule remaining of most of the teams now. But I love what we're seeing from Swayman. And I know there's 12 games to go. And who do they get tomorrow night at the Garden? Toronto!
Are you rooting for Toronto to win that game, Joe?
Well, what's the status on that? I asked Kevin the other night.
You need that draft pick. I think the Bruins can win that game tomorrow and still be in pretty good shape.
Do you go Swayman or do you go to Korpisalo? Because you play so well at home, right? You just played 3 in a row. Would you give them the night off? And let me just see what the rest of the schedule would be. Because, yeah, if you have Toronto tomorrow night, then it would be at Buffalo. You want Swayman.
Yes. So I would think you get Korpisalo.
I go Corpy tomorrow. Corpy. Here I am talking.
Yeah, and like F Toronto anyways. Yeah. Like throw Korpisalo out there.
Boom.
Yeah.
Skaz, you nailed it. Boom.
Would you like to know the 3 finalists for the 7th player award, Joe?
Well, is Hoosty one of them?
I'm sorry, 4 finalists.
Okay, is Hoosty one of them?
Hoosty is one of them.
Minton's got to be on the list.
Minton is one of them.
7th player after that. Okay, let me hang on before you tell me. Let me. Oh, am I missing? Who am I missing?
A face-off guy.
Zacha?
Nope.
No, it's got to be like a face-off guy.
They throw him out there
Kastelik?
and yes, Mark Kastelik. And then a guy who got a contract.
Steve's.
Jonathan Aspero.
Oh, Aspero's been good.
So Aspero, Kastelik, Hoosty, and Minton.
All right. The last one Aspero's been nice, but see ya. Out.
I think it's between Hoosty and Minton, probably.
Minton might get the vote because of the fan vote. I think Hoosty's been the guy. Can I bet on that?
I don't know, Joe.
I would like to do that. If I can. I wonder what the odds are. Who do you think the favorite is? Hoosty?
I would say Minton.
Yeah. All right. Well, my buddy Smitty is on the line. Hey, Smitty.
What's up, pal? Heard you talking about the 7th player on the way home.
Who's got
and I had Minton, Geeky, and Odvidson. I didn't hear the rest of the finals, but those are my 3.
What about Aspero?
I did like him, too. He's been tough all year. He's been tough, you know. All these players have surprised me they picked up in the deadline last year, especially Minton, being a young kid, rookie.
Hey, what kind of cards did you pick up from the card show?
Oh, I picked up a Will Campbell autograph card.
Oh, yeah, there's a keeper.
Oh, yeah. I sent it to all my friends, and they wanted to know, how come his arm's on in the picture? And I wish I was joking. They actually said that.
Wow. All right.
And I picked up a couple packs of 89 Fleer, and I found a Bill Ripken error card. It was pretty cool.
We can't see what it says on it, but
Oh, if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
And Smitty had a Wayne Gretzky card. PSA.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on with that one?
Gretzky rookie, and PSA tells me the factory miscut it too short, and it's not the correct size. So we're going to attack that again, hopefully.
You know what it is? They're just too busy.
I know they're too busy. We got to go to SGC or something like that.
Well, maybe you should take that there. I know a guy.
Yeah, your boy, I believe Scott, his name was, from Card Vault, was very nice and answered all my questions. He's a nice guy.
Shout out to Scott and Card Vault.
Shout out Scott, yep. Card Vault, of course.
Did you watch any of the flag football this week?
I did not, but I saw that touchdown pass from Brady to Diggs. That was unbelievable. The juke move from Brady, he could... I think Jim Murray said this at the beginning of the week. He could... And today is the beginning of the week. What am I saying? He could absolutely start over at least a third of the trash they have in the league for quarterbacks.
More than Josh Dobbs.
The pastronaut?
Yeah, got released today.
No, I saw that. Yeah, but hey, listen.
Hey, Smitty.
Yes,
before
sir.
I let you go, because shout out 99. Will you tell Skaz what was delivered? What foods were delivered to me at the card show?
Oh, we had some Dom sausage. Lucky. And I believe you had someplace in Gloucester, I believe. I can't remember the name of it, but it was someplace nice.
Jeff's Variety.
Chef's Variety in
brought
Gloucester.
me a Thanksgiving sub with turkey.
Yes, a couple turkey subs, I think. There was a couple varieties of turkey subs in there.
Right. All right, Smitty. Appreciate you.
Yes,
buddy.
sir. I'll talk to you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah. 2 card shows this weekend, Skaz.
And you're getting food dropped off at these card shows
One
now.
of them, somebody brought me Dom steak dips.
You're leveling up, Joe.
And buffalo dip. And then Jeff's Variety from Gloucester brought me a turkey and cheese and then a Thanksgiving sub.
I mean, that's way to your heart right
and
there.
I consumed all of them. They were fantastic. And then some guy did say he was going to send me a buffalo chicken calzone from Hingham, and I said, don't bother.
That's a little far.
That's far, right?
How's that traveling? I don't know.
It's very nice that people think of me like that, though.
Very nice. Very thoughtful. How were the card shows this weekend, Joe?
Dude, people were buying, man.
The hobby is thriving, huh?
It is. There's a Drake May card today. One of these Drake May cards, he took a big hit, but he's going back up. Roman Anthony, oh my God. Wemby's still going strong. I saw SGA Clipper cards this weekend going for big money. And you know who everyone's high on right now for the Red Sox? A lot of Marcelo Myers going out this weekend. And we sold a Peyton Tolley 1 of 5 lava card. And an 11-year-old did a coin flip with me to save money. So instead, I did a negotiation with I did a negotiation with a 12-year-old. Jake was there.
You're getting the youth into gambling.
No.
Flip
Ask
a
Jake.
coin.
The kid asked me to do the coin flip. I did not do it. It's on my Instagram, Joe Murray Media, if you want to check that out. But a kid goes, "Can we flip for it?" And Jake goes, "Are you serious? You're gonna flip over money?" And I said, "Yeah."
That's an entrepreneur right there.
And so he lost the bet, but I still gave him the money.
That's a good guy, Joe Murray.
Well, it's because the business is about the kids. It ain't about me.
You're keeping the business going. The next generation.
Yeah. Marco is on the line. Hey, Marco.
What's going on, guys?
How you doing, buddy?
Good, man.
What's happening?
So yeah, I got like 85 text messages from family friends saying that you guys were talking about Mutt's Pizzeria, my restaurant in Middleton.
That's yours?
That's me. I am the owner.
Dude, okay. So I live on the North Shore now. I'm not from the North Shore. I live there now. And I go to like Richardson's and Maggie's and the lot, and I know the guys at CC's and all that. And I heard that I need to go to Mutt's Pizza. So you're Mutt's Pizza?
I'm Mutt's Pizzeria. That's me.
Mutt's,
like as in mozzarella. Yeah, Mutt's.
Oh, Mutt's. All right, man. Well, yes, I talked about you because a guy from Middleton called in, and I asked if he's been there, and he didn't know about it. So now we should tell everybody about it while you're on the line with us.
Yeah, let's go. I'm ready.
Well, what is it? What do you got? Just a pizza
So
joint?
Mutt's Pizzeria this is my 5th restaurant that I've opened, and we just specialize only in pizza. That's all we do. We focus on one-size pizza,
kind of
and we make
New York,
Italian
Detroit
hand toss.
style?
Nah, Italian hand toss, the only way to go.
Okay.
Yeah. So we make all our dough, we make all our sauces, including our homemade ranch, which is selling more than the pizza half the time.
Oh, your homemade ranch, huh?
That's crazy. And then we roast all our vegetables. We make everything from scratch.
Okay, Marco, where are you from?
Me? I'm from Danvers.
Okay, and now you're just going all over the North Shore now?
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm just conquering the world.
Well, Marco, you got a shout-out on the night show. I'm Joe Murray. Do you know who I am?
I don't know who you are. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So I'm going to come by.
I do now.
I'm going to come by someday.
Yeah, please do. We'd love to have you.
And I'll try out all your food.
Please do. We'll make a big buffet line for you to go. Just go down the line.
I will. Don't tempt me. And Street
No,
Team
do
Joe's
it. Please
here
do.
too.
I'm tempting you. I'm double dog daring you, bro.
He has his headphones on, so he's not really listening. But he is going to be very happy when I mention this to him.
I'm excited.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Moots, not mutts.
Mutts, yeah.
Mutts. Thanks, Marco.
Appreciate you, man.
All right. We're doing a solid for the world, Skaz.
Yeah, a little guerrilla marketing, Joe.
All right, one more before we got. Justin and Lynn. Justin.
Hey, Joe, I just have to get into this with you if I could.
Yeah.
I would like to talk about Oviedo because I thought I watched him pitch today. His control was a little bit off. I mean, I like the fact that Early's on the team. I want him in the rotation. What do you do with Oviedo? Is this going to be a all-season long problem? Because I noticed his control was off today.
Yeah. And I'm going to get into that, Justin. I appreciate your call, buddy. By the way, some good news for maybe Skaz missed this, but Justin's got a podcast now on NBC Sports Boston. So shout out Justin. Shout out Justin. Go check that out. I think he recorded one today. We'll get into the Red Sox stuff. We got Brian Barrett coming up on the other side, and they made some moves today. One more, Bob in Westwood. Bob.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey.
What's up, Glory? What's happening, pal?
What's happening?
Listen, I've only got one little comment about last night's game that kind of really ticked me off. I wish that somebody had gotten up from our bench or from the players themselves and just smacked Bones and Island across the face.
I couldn't hear him because his phone was bad. And sir, I appreciate you. I love Westwood. Say hi to Nino at Lambert's for me. Somebody off the bench and to punch Bones Nyland in the face. Is that what he said? I'm going to go with that one. I love Bones Highland. What school? Didn't he go to like Long Beach State or something? He was a Cinderella. Or was it VCU?
He was a VCU Ram.
I knew that.
26th overall pick. Delaware guy.
He was like a Cinderella man. I remember that. Him and remember John Morant too?
Yes. Where was that, Murray State?
Yeah, I remember. I remember those days, guys. I bought a jersey because they won I bet them every single game of the Southwest Missouri Conference or whatever they're in. And that guy says, I don't watch college basketball. Talk about college basketball. Hey, Brian Barrett's going to join us next. He's from The Ringer. You should listen. We'll do that next on the Sports Hub. right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. We have talked about everything today, from basketball to baseball to cheesesteaks to pizza to the bracket. Joining us right now on 98.5 The Sports Hub, he's from The Ringer. He does the Off the Pike podcast. He's Brian Barrett, everybody. Hello, Brian. How are you, sir?
What's going on, Joe? How are you? How'd
great.
your bets do this weekend, college basketball-wise?
Well, the bets did okay. It was the old, I don't care about brackets, but I had Florida winning it all.
Yeah, that was an exciting game. I mean, obviously not for your bracket, but the coaches going at it, man, that was insane.
I love that. It's been fine, right? The tournament's been okay. I'm not going to... I'll be watching this weekend, though. Oh, but just speaking of that quickly. College football, I think, has its issues when it comes to coaching, right? That's why I think Nick Saban retired and some of these guys struggle there. But in college basketball, like, you can be Rick Pitino, right? Be like a horrible human. Go back to Iona. Work your way all the way back up to being a Sweet 16 once again with St. John's. Like, and he just even look at John Calipari and another Sweet 16 with Arkansas. It's amazing how college coaches can just be that type of personality, but still matter in that. And even with NIL, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it is interesting because you think about it first of all, from Pitino's situation is I just can't believe how bad he was with the Celtics because of the fact he'd basically been good everywhere else. Like, you look at, even when he was with the Knicks, one of those years he won 52 games, and it just so happened that we got the worst version of Pitino that was doing crazy stuff like trading Chauncey Billups early on in his career, 52 games into his career, wanting to get all the guys that played for him, wanting to full court press. None of it made sense whatsoever that he was that bad at the job. And of course, everything that happened with Red. But to your point, you think about John Calipari, man, like, he made the right decision. And at the time, you're thinking, wait, he's going to Arkansas and Kentucky. It's not like they were outright firing him, but they were like looking to push him out the door, it felt like. And he goes to Arkansas to your NIL thing. Well, they got Tyson as one of the big sort of NIL contributors to that program. So obviously it's been huge for him having that money. And he's always going to be able to recruit. And he's been way more successful than you look at what's happened at Kentucky. So, yeah, I do think now it's easier for these guys in college basketball. It just depends on your NIL amount. Like, I went to Syracuse. Our team has been terrible. Like, the coaching has been bad, but also the fact that they were second to last in the ACC and NIL last year. So they're not going to have the money to pay these players. We'll see if that stuff changes. But, yeah, it's completely changed the landscape of the sport.
Absolutely has, man. So where do you want to start? Should we do basketball, baseball? Let's start hoops. My take tonight was that I'm seeing a lot of reports today that people are writing about how it's still amazing that Jason Tatum has come back, which I do. It is. It's an amazing feat. But I also think now at this point, after the documentaries and the quiet work and everything and him being back for 9 games, I think we can be critical that maybe he was rusty the other night, or maybe he still is timid, or the rest of the team is still trying to transition. What I think, though, is fourth quarters. Jaylen Brown clearly is the guy when it comes to fourth quarter performances, while Tatum's still feeling it out, right? So I just feel like he can still be open to criticism despite the comeback and the miraculous work that he put in.
Yeah, I think two things can be true. It's amazing that he came back essentially, 10 months from when he originally sustained the injury. That's crazy. But I think the other component to this is he's really dug in even more to what he's done in previous years, where he keeps sort of upping his 3-point usage. He's taken the fewest shots he's ever taken at the rim. He's taken the most threes that he's ever taken per game. If you look at his per 36 3-point attempts, he's in double digits, and only 2 guys right now in the league are higher than the number that he's at. And the thing that sticks out to me is there's so many pull-up threes that he takes in these games. And I understand, I'm empathetic to the fact that he's coming back from major injury. But since he's come back, he's taken the 3rd most pull-up 3-point attempts in the league. And if you go back over the past couple of years, Tatum last year, 4th most pull-up attempts, 32.9% from 3. 2023, 2024, 3rd most, 34.9%. 2022, 2023, 29.1%. 2021, 2022, 5th in attempts in terms of pull-up threes. He's 33.4%. This has never actually been a great shot for Tatum. Now, I know there is some argument like, well, if he's got the big man on him, sometimes he takes that shot that does lead to some offensive rebounds and all that. But I go back to something that Kevin Durant said over the summer. He was talking about Damian Lillard and Jason Tatum and the fact that one of the things he started to cut out of his game when he originally came back from the Achilles. And look, it's different comparing Durant to, of course, Tatum, because Durant had a much longer runway to come back. Obviously, that was his first year with the Nets. It made no sense for him to come back. And then you had the whole situation where the league stopped for COVID and they weren't going to the bubble anyway, the Nets, because the team wasn't good enough. But he said that he basically took away the step backs and the side steps. And I'm not saying I don't want Jason Tatum to take threes. I'm not saying that. I'm not being insane here, Joe. But it does feel like it would make more sense for him to lean into, and I know it's not analytically friendly, but maybe some more pull-up 2-point attempts. If you look at it in terms of the top 10 scorers in the league, if you look at the top 10 players in 2-point attempts that are outside of the paint this year, 8 of them are averaging at least 25 points per game this season. One of them's averaging 22.8 in Ingram, and he made the All-Star team. And the other one is DeMar DeRozan, who's playing on one of the worst teams in the league. But it's basically the best players in the league take those shots. And as crazy as Durant can be at times, I think there is something to the fact that having not fully built up your strength, especially in your calf as well, that it is going to be more difficult to take all these pull-up threes. And I just like to see him get downhill a little bit more. The free throw attempts are way down, which I kind of expected coming back from the injury. But I just think we got to at least discuss the shot diet rather than, hey, let's just wait until he gets hot from three, because he's over the past 5 years, he's never been a great pull-up 3-point shooter to begin with. So I think they got to alter that a little bit.
Agreed. What do you think is going on with Hauser right now? Is it because, I hate to say it's because of Tatum, but sometimes, Brian, the Celtics just go cold, and they missed 12 straight shots last night, right? Like, I wish I could just say that's what it is because Joe Mazzulla will tell us that, but is he having a difficult time transitioning with Tatum's return?
So last night, and I was watching the post-game press conference, I didn't hear Mazzulla asked about Hauser's minutes, right? Like, he never got asked that question because he only played 19 minutes. I thought last night after the game when I'm watching, I thought there was something wrong with him or something. Now, I know he always has that thing on his back when he's sitting on the bench, that thing that goes around his back, and he's had obviously back issue in the past. That's the one thing that sort of I was thinking is, hey, maybe it's just the fact that maybe he's dealing with something and he wasn't on the injury report prior to the game. And obviously he started that one, but that's what I'm wondering, because essentially over the past 3-4 months, he had the slow start to the season, but he had been shooting the crap out of the ball for a while. And he has such good sort of synergy and chemistry with Tatum. He's played so many minutes with him over the past. I am kind of surprised. If it wasn't injury related in that particular game on Sunday night, it doesn't really make sense to me that he would lose minutes. Also, especially considering the fact that Ugo didn't bring much to the table in that game on Sunday, and he's had a great season. And Shireman, who's had this great really run, essentially he took off when Simons ended up getting traded to the Bulls. But Hauser's arguably the best shooter on the team. I mean, basically has been from 3-point territory this year. So if it's like a rotation thing and not he's been dealing with a little bit of something, I would be kind of surprised.
Yeah. Do you think Joe Mazzulla last night, maybe the way he managed some of the games, putting guys late in the fourth quarter or waiting so long to put Brown back in the game? Like, I kind of question some of those moves.
Well, the bigger one to me is, to your point about Jalen, why are we starting the fourth quarter again? And I know I just critiqued Tatum's shot diet, but why are we starting the fourth quarter again without Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown both on the court? I thought this was like the whole idea of bringing Jason Tatum back into the fold. You could basically stagger their minutes the entire game, and you don't have to play minutes where both Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are not on the floor. And I give Minnesota credit because they said, hey, we're going small. And that's basically how Minnesota took control of this game. I mean, obviously the 8 turnovers the Celtics had in the second quarter was a complete disaster, and that let them back in the game. But in the fourth quarter, if you notice, they really weren't playing Gobert. They went to a small lineup and they just got into the Celtics defensively. And I would have liked to have, in theory, one of my best 2 players on the court there in Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum. So that I don't understand why they're playing minutes without Tatum and without Jaylen Brown. But the one thing that I was sort of concerned about is if you look at the Celtics over their past 6 games or so, they're outside the top 10 in turnovers per game. And this has been a statistic that they essentially led the league all season in terms of they've had the fewest turnovers per game. I'm not saying it's a crazy number. And last night they cleaned it up after that second quarter. But that's sort of how they built their offense in terms of they don't turn the basketball over. So you don't allow teams to get out in transition, get out on the break. And it does feel like these teams that can play with a little bit more physicality can give the Celtics ball handlers some trouble. We saw it especially in that second quarter. And you think about a team with like Minnesota that has a guy like McDaniels that wants to get right up in you. You think about Detroit. 3 of the Celtics' top 5 games this year in turnovers have come against that Detroit team that wants to play really physical against you. So I have noticed, it feels like to me, and now everybody knows what the Celtics want to do offensively. Heavy handoff team. Obviously, they're a team that is a low assist team, but they're a high screen assist team. So they're trying to blow up those actions that the Celtics like to run. And I think they responded poorly in that particular game. And I know it's one game, but I thought they responded really poorly to the physicality of Minnesota. Minnesota was the tougher game, and they didn't even have their best player. And a guy in theory that should be their second best player in Randall was awful. He was atrocious in that game. And they couldn't stop Bones Highland. And that was one thing that irritated me about the game. When this guy's pointing at Ugo, and he's talking as much crap as he's doing. Like, the Celtics are champions. I thought they would respond to that, and they just let Bones Highland get away with coming in here and talking crap the entire game.
Oh yeah, Bones Highland, the love from VCU. We all love him in there. And I think it's okay that the Celtics lost their first game with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Okay, and to be critical, it's okay. I just want to say that, Brian. But people, make it a big deal. It is a big deal. But I also think we can be critical. It's great that he's back. They're figuring things out. All right.
And also, I think you can say, like, there's an adjustment period to be made here because they played a different style without Tatum. And if you look at the numbers defensively, they're way better since Tatum's come back on the defensive end. But if you look at the on-off numbers with Tatum in terms of the offense, and I get it's a small sample size, but they're almost 5 points per 100 possessions worse with Tatum on the court than off the court. And Tatum's always been one of these guys that the advanced stats absolutely love Tatum throughout his career. So you can clearly tell there's a little bit of adjustment. And the one thing I thought in that game on Sunday is I felt like too many times it was too many possessions where he's just dribbling too much. Like, they got away with it a couple of times. Like, for some reason it happened twice in the game, but they just left Pritchard at one point. They forgot to cover him. And Tatum was dribbling for 18 seconds, it felt like, with McDaniels on it before he gave it up. And it just feels like he's doing way too many difficult things coming back from the injury. I just think we can make life a little bit easier.
Okay. Red Sox, Tolley will go down. Looks like Connolly Early is going to make the team this year out of the gates. And Oviedo, I didn't love Oviedo's performance today, I'll be honest with you. And I thought there may have been a chance still that Tolley would be up, but they make the move. Your thoughts on Oviedo and Connolly Early to start the year?
Yeah, the Oviedo one is interesting to me just because of the fact that, to your point, you would like your last spring training start to be a good one, especially a guy that, hey, he was competing for a rotation spot rather than some guys like Crochet talked about his outing the other day. And basically, he was just working on stuff and he acknowledged there were certain pitches I was throwing in certain counts that I wouldn't ordinarily throw. But with Oviedo, the thing that stuck out to me in this one, and I know he said he was trying to work on his cutter and it wasn't meshing with his fastball the way that he wanted it to, but the velocity was way down. Now, that had not been the case throughout spring training, but his four-seamer was at 92.9 in this game, and he was throwing 95.5 a year ago. And obviously, those numbers have been better throughout the spring training until this game today. But that's just kind of jumped out to me like, man, it's kind of weird that he doesn't have the fastball. But with Early, I just don't know how you could deny it. To me, the only reason you would deny Early, and we'll see, maybe they'll make a move here, as guys get healthy or whatever, but I don't know how you could deny what Early's done for this team, considering you look at the success he had last year, and yes, it was in a small sample size, and I know he didn't pitch at a road game until Yankee Stadium in the playoffs. I thought he was pretty good in that game. It's not his fault that Duran couldn't catch the ball. But Early's had an awesome spring, and it sort of piggybacks on what he did a year ago. The velocity, you asked the guy to get bigger in the offseason. He essentially put on 15 to 20 pounds. The velocity's up almost 2 miles per hour on his fastball. He'll throw any pitch, it feels like, in every count. So that, to me, if you didn't keep that guy up with the team, I would have had a major issue with it, because you could make an argument by the end of the season he's one of your best three pitchers. You really could. I know Suarez has had a slow spring, but we expect him to bounce back. And then with Tolley, I give him a lot of credit because obviously the fastball we know is his bread and butter. But he's worked on a lot of stuff that you can clearly tell. He threw 23 curveballs in his outings here in the spring, and it was pretty good. Opponents were just 1 of 10 against it. He also threw 40 cutters, which is obviously a pitch that he's trying to develop. But with this guy, I don't mind in terms of sending him down to begin the season, just because I do think you just want to fine-tune some of those secondary pitches, because we did see when he sort of as that season went on, after they originally called him up, teams kind of were like, okay, let's just wait on everything else because we know he only has a fastball right now. So I think there's been real progress right now in terms of the secondary stuff, but I don't mind him starting the season down in AAA, working on some of that stuff, fine-tuning that stuff. But early, man, he looks like an absolute stud. He reminds me of, he's like, Joe, a pitcher we grew up watching, like in the 90s, like Tom Glavine, right? I'm not saying he's going to have that career, but he just throw like a million pitches. You never knew what he was going to throw, right? We've got so fascinated with velocity and spin rate. And I'm not saying it's not great that he increased his velocity, but he's like an old school throwback. He's just a pitcher. He'll throw a pitch like at any point in the count, which I think makes it an intriguing guy to watch and different than most pitchers we see nowadays in Major League Baseball.
All right, dude. Does someone hit 30 home runs this year for the Red Sox?
Yeah, Roman.
Wow.
I would be surprised if Roman doesn't hit 30 home runs, just because if you look at some of the numbers, like his last 95 plate appearances last season, he had the best hard hit rate in all of Major League Baseball. It was approaching 70%, which is just a crazy number. Balls off the bat, 95 plus. And if you look at the barrel percentage, when he finally figured out how to elevate the baseball, he was barreling up almost 20 or over 25% of his batted balls, which means like a quarter of his batted balls were actual barrels. That was number 2 in Major League Baseball. So his last 95 plate appearances, he was basically making Judge Ohtani like contact. The biggest thing with him is just to stay healthy. And he already is hitting lefties. Like last year, he hit 278 against lefties, not for a ton of power, but he's already doing that. And we've talked throughout this in terms of so many guys platooning throughout, like these young guys coming up. The one other name that I would throw out there is Trevor Story. Because if you look at Story, 157 games, probably not the likelihood this year, and I would like to get him off his feet a little bit more often. But basically, if you go from the beginning of June, because I was in the boat, let's just call Meyer up and like say the Story thing's done. And then Story turned into a guy that was top 30 in WAR. He finished the season with 25 home runs. He drove in nearly 100 runs, and basically he was actually good in that Yankee series, one of the rare guys that hit, him and Yoshida. And if you look at it from June through the end of the season, he's a guy that was hitting over 280. He was in the top 15 in runs. He was in the top 15 in RBIs. And there is something to the fact that the guy's finally healthy. I know like his sort of career here has been defined so often by injuries, but for the most part, they've been all freak injuries. He was never hurt in Colorado. The only thing we knew about was the elbow thing, which everybody knew. That's why he didn't have the market in free agency. But all these other ones, like the shoulder one he got a couple of years ago, that's not like something you can control. He had the weird one where he got hit. Like none of these things are like Abreu. You get concerned because he has had so many soft issue injuries throughout his career. That's not been the case with Story. A lot of these injuries have been freak injuries.
All right, Brian, what else you got going on? Who you got coming on the podcast this week?
We get your buddy Lou Merloni coming on tomorrow. So do a free. Yeah, we'll do a full Red Sox preview, getting ready for that. Cannot wait for the season to get underway. I did feel like it kind of snuck up on me. I don't know if it just be not on me, but just like the fact that we had the NCAA tournament this weekend, Tatum's coming back, and then it's like, oh yeah, shoot, the season is actually starting on Thursday. It's insane. I guess technically you get the Wednesday night game, but I can't wait, man. I think it's going to be a fun team.
All right, bud. Well, we're going to get you on chat someday. I'm working on it, all right?
Yeah, get me on, man. I'll be ready to go.
Okay, well, gonna blow everybody away with stats. I love that. Grandy's been coming on lately too, so we'll have some fun with it.
Oh, nice.
But all right, Brian, check out you got to check out at the Ringer and the Off the Pike podcast. And I appreciate you always joining us, Brian.
All right, Joe. Have a good one.
You too, buddy. Take care. It's Brian Barrett of the Ringer. Skaz, quickly tonight, I should say I am not at WWE Raw. That should be like a graphic now, right, Skaz? I am not at WWE Raw tonight, but I did interview Maxine Dupree. Go check that out. It's up at YouTube. Do you know her, Skaz?
I am unfamiliar, Joe, but I'll check it out.
Give it a little look.
Local girl?
No. But she did make her first appearance in Boston. She is not only beautiful, but she is talented.
Her name is Sydney?
Real life, yes.
Sydney Luke.
That's her real life name.
She is a member of the Alpha Academy stable.
Correct. She's the former Intercontinental Women's Champion.
She's married to Cam Kendricks. Correct. Or Cam Hendricks.
Yes.
Let's see.
And she should have made the Baywatch cast.
She's an attractive lady, yeah.
Told her
Very pretty woman.
Said that to her. I said, damn it. Should have been over with Livy Dunn. But our good friend George from Apex Entertainment is at Raw. He does this every time. George, what's up, buddy? Oh, we might have to pot him up. What's going on, bud?
How are you, brother? What's going on?
What's the scope of Raw tonight?
We got Dragon Lee in the match right now with an NXT guy.
Yeah.
Royce Keys just won his main event debut.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this is a big night. This is Brock's last night in Boston, so you can't miss that.
Because, they're going to Vegas soon, right?
Yeah, but they won't be back before. I think he's done in SummerSlam, so they won't be back before then here. So this is pretty cool.
You think this is Brock Lesnar's last time ever in Boston?
Oh, yeah, that's the only reason. That's like the main reason why we're here, you know?
Whoa.
That's a big one.
Who's he?
Yeah, I don't think that. I think he's just doing an interview.
Is he going to get
I think that'd be cool if he showed up tonight.
All right, man. Any new food items at the Garden tonight?
I got to tell you, the Lucky Tenders are they're pretty good. All the kids wanted those tonight, and they have the new vegan bratwurst that we might try out in a little while.
Vegan,
I'll give you a whole review on that. Vegan bratwurst, Joe. It's worth reviewing, I guess.
I don't know. You guys, what do you got? You guys got a new menu up at Apex too?
You know what I'm launching? And I'm super excited about it. Is we just launched our new drink menu, so we got a lot of cool new beverages coming out. We did some adult favorites, and then we went with a mocktail list as well. But I love my Ghost Tequila, so we got some Ghost. We got Corvus with Ty Law, and he's got 3 drinks on the menu as we try to support him as much as we can. And we're pumping out milkshakes like crazy.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Yeah, they're really good. We just got teamed up with this new company, and we're doing milkshakes now, 4 different flavors. Super cool.
All right, man. I got to get up there. I've been doing
let me know anytime you want.
Doing card shows and working like crazy, but I got to make it up there, George. I promise
Joe,
you.
we got a card vending machine coming in with Mike.
Ooh.
For your boy Mike. So we finally signed a deal, and you'll be able to buy hobby boxes and blaster boxes and Pokemon and go bowling and play laser tag all in the same day.
All right, George, real quick. So I understand buying cards out of a vending machine. Would you ever buy a White Castle burger out of a vending machine?
So I got to tell you, I lived in Jersey for a while, and White Castle was a staple. I would never, ever do White Castle out of a vending machine or White Castle out of like Shaw's. It has to be from a White Castle stand. Yeah.
All right. I hear cheers in the background. Go enjoy, bud. Appreciate you, man.
Be good, brother. Talk to you soon.
All right. Cool. That's George from Apex Entertainment. He always calls when he's at the event. Do you think because he knows I'm not there, Scat, so he wants to inform me?
You were pretty tame on that vegan bratwurst, Joe, I will say.
Out.
Yeah, come on.
If you gave it to me, though, and didn't tell me, would I have noticed?
Yes. I think you would notice,
I told you,
Joe.
one time I made tacos once with chickpeas. And the texture was different, but it was very good.
You a tofu guy?
I actually like tofu.
Tofu's great.
I like it in soup. Drop a nice little right in there. Anyways, we went late, which we always do, so we might have to push in or out back. Is that okay with you?
Perfectly fine with me, Joe.
Can we talk a little bees, a little whatever? Whatever. We'll take a break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports.
How's it going, Murray?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Good. I just wanted to see what your thoughts on if the Bruins make it into the first round against Buffalo. What do you think is going to be the outcome? How many games do you think the series is going to go?
5.
And who do you think the better goaltender would be in that series? That's all I got.
I would say the game would be a gentleman's sweep. I think they give him a little bit of a fight. Maybe a little bit of a fight. What do you think? I saw some Oracle guy, that basically said that the Buffalo Bills and Buffalo Sabres are going to win the championship in 2026.
What do you mean by an Oracle guy, Joe?
Okay.
Like a psychic? Like O's the mentalist here? What are we talking?
Actually, no. So years ago, some guy on Twitter goes, Cubs are going to win the World Series and da-da-da-da-da, book it now.
But people do that all the time. They tweet every possible scenario, then they delete the tweets and screenshot it.
This guy has had a history of saying things.
I'm sure he tweets every possible scenario, Joe, and then deletes them when they don't happen.
Do you want me to believe
I thought this was like an actual Oracle, Joe, not just some guy on Twitter.
No. No, guy on Twitter.
That's my mistake.
You know what? Let me get back to you about that.
Yeah,
one.
please.
Yeah.
I'd like a deep dive into the Twitter Oracle.
Maybe I can give you his win-loss record.
Yeah, please.
Who would be the goalie? Alex Lyon?
For Buffalo?
Yeah. Because I know that Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen guy. How do I say his name?
Joe, I don't think that was too far off.
Ukko-Pekka Laconia Mountains.
Get Howie Sylvester on the call for that
where
one.
is Howie?
If I had to guess who the better... I mean, Swayman's the better goalie. I don't think that's really a question.
Sure.
I mean,
Alex Lyon's been awesome.
He's been really good, but so is Jeremy Swayman.
I don't want to discredit Swayman. The guy asked the question.
I mean, yeah, 264 goals against, 912 save percentage for Lyon is no joke. But I'd lean Swayman. You'd hope. As a Bruins fan, with that contract, it has to be Swayman, doesn't it, in a playoff series? Isn't that what the contract is for?
Did you just... I saw something incredible that I'm in on as we head in the in or out. The Sun Chronicle. You know them, right? Out in Norton and all that area where you're from?
Sure.
Taco fans, get ready. Live Moss. Taco Bell is coming to Great Woods Marketplace in Mansfield in Norton.
Wow.
It's a big deal. That's where he goes to school out there, Dawson, right?
Double D, yeah.
You guys have a Taco Bell at your way, or is it Walpole? Yep.
There's one in Franklin, yeah.
There's one in Franklin?
I believe so.
Oh, wow. Well, I thought this was big news. All right. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait for the in or outs then. We'll do all that coming up next in this hour. The sports is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% off an extra after oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. The official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray. In or out? What's it got to be, McFly? Indeed, I'm the best. Success is eating raw meatballs, but meatball without bread. But it went viral, and I'm friends with the people at Banderas now, and I vacation down there. So they basically have it on their wall. You cannot get a meatball with a wrap. But I steak and cheese on a wrap, very good.
I thoroughly enjoyed my steak and cheese wrap.
So I gave it a 9.18. Remember?
9.2.
Joe Mouth.
All right, John.
All right, guys, what do we got tonight?
With food on the docket, as it usually is on the Joe Murray Show, we may have to do a two-part in-or-out tonight with Jamai Webster coming up, as Joe Murray made a surprise appearance in New Orleans and had some in-or-outs for the boys down there, and they maybe willingly or unwillingly had some for you, but we will get to those later.
We'll start musings.
There we go. We will start with some new food items over at Fenway Park this upcoming season with Jamai Webster coming up. Ness and Joe in the building. The Red Sox introducing a couple new food items, including lobster poutine, crispy Cavendish Farms fries, Luke's lobster meat, clam chowder, and crispy bacon. Gentlemen, are we in or out on lobster poutine at Fenway? I'd like to see a price tag before I give an answer.
Luke's Lobster, I believe, out of Portland, Maine.
Okay.
Right there.
So I would totally be in on this. However, my caveat is...
Your what, Joe?
Is that how you pronounce it? Caveat?
It was close enough.
Caveat?
I could tell you weren't confident, though.
I'm in. Skaz, your price tag does raise some concerns. However, I don't think this takes place of my sausage with peppers and onions and pretzel
I would agree with
dipped
that.
in mustard. So now I'm talking about we're going to upwards of like $60, $70 if I'm, want the full experience.
Take the money out of it. It's on the house.
I'm in then. I'm in on all of it.
All right. I'm in. But have you ever had lobster at a ball game?
No.
So I'm going to WrestleMania, and last year I had lobster and steak, surf and turf, during WrestleMania. Now, I was up in like the fancy seats.
Oh, yeah, you're telling us, Joe.
I was in the fancy seats. I ate it all, man. I'll post the video if you need me to repost it again.
I believe you.
But I ate like sirloin with lobster tails.
Are you even watching the event at that point, though?
This is before the event. No, I was not watching. I was sitting with the executives of the Raiders at the time. Told you I saw Sean.
Tom Brady.
Well, he wasn't there. I bet you he might be there this year, though. You see all that? Talking trash to all the wrestlers. I feel like it's incoming.
What, you think he's going to be out there in the spandex?
On a hot day, are you eating that lobster poutine at Fenway?
Not on a hot day.
Hell no. Out.
All right, gentlemen. From lobster poutine to the 2026 Red Sox surf and turf dog. Kobe beef hot dog topped with Luke's lobster meat, crispy bacon, chives, and butter on a toasted brioche bun. Gentlemen, are we in or out on the surf and turf dog?
Oh, so one more time. Dog, lobster. I've never had a hot dog and lobster together.
Kobe beef hot dog topped with lobster meat.
Okay.
And crispy bacon.
Bacon. Oh, I'd wrap that sucker in bacon.
I'm also. Did you see have you been in the TD Garden recently, Joe? They're also investigating new garden dogs.
They're investigating them?
Oh, these are just like absurd hot dog combinations. Like I saw a hot dog with.
What was the investigation?
It was like they had a special guacamole on it.
Out.
With crispy onions.
Dude, it's a hot dog. Just put ketchup on it and mustard. Call it a day. I know some.
But I'm all for inventing new hot dog forms. Some guy I saw on Instagram did cream cheese in hot dogs. Would you be in on that, Joe?
Might be. I mean, I haven't tried it. The thought of it, though, makes me want to have it.
Oh, okay.
But
so
I
you're
love
in.
Cream cheese.
Yeah.
Would I
with like a toasted buttered bun?
Would I dip a hot dog in cream cheese? Yes. So would I eat cream cheese on a hot dog? Yes.
I'm in on all hot dog creations. Skaz? Well, you can't eat most hot dogs.
I'm in on a non-dairy hot dog. But you're talking of hot dog creations. How about a grilled cheese creation? This also at Fenway this year. The Spicy Cabot grilled cheese, Vermont sharp cheddar, and mango habanero salsa on thick-cut sourdough bread. Are we in or out on the Spicy Cabot grilled cheese?
In.
This might be the easiest in or out we've done so far this year. All these things sound amazing.
The only thing I won't do is eat that hot lobster on a hot day.
All right, how about this?
I'd still eat it.
Mini empanadas at Fenway Park. Choice of beef or chicken, corn shell, or and salsa rosada.
And
easy ins there.
I feel like asking us about food.
Is it out of a trunk?
No.
No.
All right, we'll go to college basketball now for our next one.
We're going to actually talking about it tonight?
Well, not really. We're talking about Bruce Pearl, who doesn't know how to shut up. But Bruce Pearl last night said he had no idea who Eminem was. Are we in or out on Bruce Pearl saying he has no idea who Eminem is?
Out. I'm sorry, okay? Joe, how old are you, Joe?
29 years old.
Okay, I'm 44. When I was 16 years old, I was in my buddy Billy's basement. I don't know what we were doing, playing Mario Kart. And we heard this, "Hi, my name is Slim Shady," and I ran. And we used to be able to hit play and record at the same time. And that's how we recorded things back in the day. Did you ever do that?
No.
I'm old, okay?
But I do. I mean, I love Eminem, love 8 Mile.
But, like, how could nobody know who Eminem's not?
I don't know who Bruce Pearl is. Should I be...
I think it's much more reasonable to not know who Bruce Pearl is.
So that's my comeback. I don't know
What if
who
I
he
showed
is.
you a photo of Bruce Pearl? You think?
I don't think so. I've never heard
Bruce Pearl used to be the basketball coach at Auburn.
Okay.
It's probably what he's most famous for, I would say.
I don't think I would know him.
Tennessee. He was part of a scandal at Boston College.
Oh. What year?
80s, probably. Was he a part of that whole?
So he's an accomplished basketball coach.
Yes.
How many championships?
He's on every single game that we watch on the tournament. He's won 0.
Okay, so I know his voice.
Zero championships.
0 championships. All right.
Yes, he's great, good coach.
So
like him.
I could do what he does. I could win 0 championships.
Yep. You could be.
I have.
You could be Bruce Pearl.
Bruce Pearl.
Wait. No. Let's just take about Bruce Pearl.
Yeah, I'm out on anyone saying they don't know who Eminem is.
I know we got Jamai coming up. Who like, okay, I'm just going to name. Are there people who don't know who Trump is?
No.
Okay. Eminem's up there, right? Like, come on.
He's as A-list as A-list
Like,
gets
come
for
on.
celebrity.
Jay-Z, maybe? Yeah. Maybe?
My mom knows who Eminem is.
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
How about Tom Brady? You think there's people who don't know who Tom Brady is?
I think Tom Brady has tried really hard to make sure those people don't exist.
Yeah,
who else is
I'd agree.
really faint? Like
Snoop Dogg?
Taylor Swift.
I think there might be some people who don't know, but like,
yeah, even my grandma.
Low percentage.
Yeah. Low, very low. Bono, is he up there?
There's some people who wouldn't know who
Joe.
Bono is.
Sorry.
Eminem, Slim Shady, 8 Mile, Mom Spaghetti.
I feel like for people who don't know rap, the one rapper they'd be able to get is Eminem.
You're telling me you were a college basketball coach in the 90s and 2000s and you don't know who Eminem is? Like, I don't believe you.
You didn't pump that. I know, exactly. All those recruits.
Yeah, you're telling me they weren't bumping Eminem in the locker room?
I'm out.
If John Gruden's like bumping Chief Keef and knows all these guys, I think Bruce Pearl should know who Eminem is.
That is wild. That is wild.
Triple H has posted a picture of himself and Joe Mazzulla on Instagram tonight at the Garden.
He's with Joe Mazzulla?
It is a picture of Triple H and Joe Mazzulla.
Oh my God!
James Stewart has tweeted out the picture.
Okay, I got it.
Go to Jay Stew's Twitter. Joe Mazzulla is doing the classic Joe Mazzulla, no smile, stare into the camera.
Joe Mazzulla would probably get in the ring.
Yeah. I don't think that's a probably. I think Joe Mazzulla is foaming at the mouth to get in the ring.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I can't believe
you like
this.
that picture?
It looks AI, but it's not.
He's definitely there to meet Brock, would be my guess, as a man that's a big UFC guy. Feels like he would want to meet Brock Lesnar.
Well, Joe, maybe that Paulo Banchero card we have will go up. He's got 22 points at halftime. Ooh, could he get 73 tonight?
I think he's going to have a big first round, Joe. Hope it's not versus Celtics.
And they won't play again. So, not knowing Eminem and now Joe Mazzulla with Triple H, I'm a little, thrown off right now. I feel like I should ask Jamai Webster that question.
Do you think Joe Mazzulla could beat up anyone on the Celtics?
No. Oh, like anyone on the team? Or?
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Like Jaylen Brown versus Joe Mazzulla.
No, Jaylen Brown is winning that.
Joe, I've battled
But he could beat up Sam Hauser, I'm sure.
I battled with people who were 6'10" before who've hit me. It hurts.
Even if they're not as
And
technically skilled as you.
Joe Mazzulla is probably, a little shorter than I am? I'm 6'3". What's he, like a 6-footer? 6'1"?
6'2".
6'2", okay.
The listed height.
But I have been hit by men 6'10", 6'8" before. And they knocked me down.
Could you wrestle those 6'10" guys, you think?
They would pummel me. I would try to, again, put them in the Brock Lesnar chokeout move, which is my move.
You have a Brock Lesnar chokeout.
Yeah, I hold them and then I say, "Are we done?"
Has this
That's my
worked
move.
before?
Yeah.
In real fight?
Yes. We don't want to talk about those days, though. All right, can we do more of these? I
got plenty more.
All right, I want to have fun with this later. Still don't believe that Eminem. That's crap. No, I'm not buying that one. To watch Eminem going to be at the Final Four?
You think Jamai Webster is in or out on John Henry returning to Twitter this weekend?
I don't even know if he'll answer it.
Will Joe Murray answer it?
Out. We'll talk to Jamai Webster. Nesson coming up next here on the Sports.
More Joe Murray coming up on the
Everyone's all excited. Anyways. Everybody excited about the Red Sox that are starting up this weekend? Thursday, it all begins. A lot of moves today by the Red Sox. Well, let's talk to a man who will be working a lot of the games and will be on the road all season long. It begins this week on Nesson. It's Jamai Webster joining us here on 98.5 The Sports. Up, Jamai, how are you, bud?
What's up, Big Joe, man? This is opening week, and I'm very excited to finally be unleashed, man. And I'm excited to be going to Cincinnati, where it's going to be 82 degrees on opening day. Who would have thought that?
I don't know. Well, listen, I mean, I hope you got some time to enjoy in Florida. You know, a little bit of a different, atmosphere here in Boston for all the snow we had. But Jamai, let me start off with this, man. How is it going? How many do you work? 162? Is that like your job is 162 or like 155 with some I guess national games?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, man. It's, we got a lot of national TV pickups because the Boston Red Sox are still a hot ticket, and they rate nationwide because Red Sox Nation spans far and wide. So we're responsible, after it's all said and done, for about 145 games. And so, I got a few games here and there where, I take time off and I get filled in for by TC or Alana or Adam Pellerin. But otherwise, man, it's a grind, 6-7 months where you're in it every single day.
Man, I give you credit. I hope you've worked out for that and you're ready to go. And you mentioned you want to be on the leash, so it all begins. But do you have some hype? Like, the team lost the playoff last year to the Yankees. It was a good series. They had to literally reach into the minor leagues to have a starting pitcher at the end of the year, and now it looks like they have a plethora. And, well, the guy who started that game, Connolly Early, got announced today. He's going to make the opening day roster. Your thoughts on the depth of the Boston Red Sox pitching staff?
Man, it's crazy, honestly. And it's certainly, one of those situations where the rich are getting richer because the Red Sox have so much depth and so many different pitchers in the organization now. And that was, kind of what Craig Breslow had pivoted to once they weren't able to sign Alex Bregman. They traded for Sonny Gray. They brought in Johan Oviedo, and obviously they have Brian Bayo here. They have their ace in Garrett Crochet, and they are formidable as it comes to the rotation. That's an area that you can never be too good at. It's like in football, to take a different analogy. It starts in the trenches. You can't have enough good offensive linemen, and if you have pitching, if you have defense at the major league level, you're going to be in every single game, and the Red Sox certainly have that this year. And I mean, I was happy to see the other day what Sonny Gray was able to do. He said he had chills after that last start against the Pirates. So I think he's finally found his groove and more in line with what we expected. And so I'm excited about what this pitching staff is going to do. I think they're going to be efficient. They're going to make games run smoothly, and they're going to be short, and it's going to be great. So I'm looking forward to what this staff is going to do this year.
Jamal, you had a chance to sit down with Garrett Crochet. He opted not to play in the World Baseball Classic. Did he share that? And what else did you learn about the big pig on the mound this year when you sat down with him?
Yeah, no, he didn't. We didn't get to the reasons why he didn't play into the WBC. But I know coming into this year, after signing the contract, I think the biggest thing that I took away from that sit down that we had was just his comfortability coming in and finally walking into a spring training where that your spot has been solidified, which freed him up to do everything else, like work on pitch mix, work on his grips, work on new pitches, which was another thing that stood out to me because I'm like, dude, you finished number 2 in the AL Cy Young last year, and you're just second year as really a big league starter. You made 30-plus starts. You had a sub-2 ERA almost, and you're still trying to find ways to improve, which gave me some insight into what you see from the great ones, the guys who are trying to take it up another level. And I feel like in many aspects, he reminds me a lot of Chris Sale in his personality, where he's, he speaks his mind. He tells you what is on it, and he's insightful too. It's not just the regular coach speak. Like, this is a guy who will be pretty thoughtful with his words and give you some intimate knowledge about his processes and the things that he's going out there to try to do on every 5 days. So I love that about Garrett, and I love the fact that, you know, he's still grinding and he's still not resting in his laurels. And you know, he's one of those pitchers who is one of the best in the game. So with that and with the guys that they've added, it's just going to be a formidable group, and I think they're going to surprise a lot of people.
All right, we're talking with Jamai Webster. You can check him out, Nesson, on almost every single Red Sox game this year. He's got a couple of awards to add to there. I'll shout that out, right? A couple of time Emmy winner. Skaz, he's also a golf guy, just to let you know, but well, we can do that. Skaz just got back from his bachelor party, Jamai. He was out in New Orleans.
Oh, man. It's been a minute since I've been there. That must have been a great trip.
Where'd you play, Skaz, again?
We played TBC Louisiana on Thursday and then Park City on Friday. I did want to ask Jamai about the travel and the golf. Like, do you get to take the sticks on the road ever? Do you get a chance during the season to sneak out at different, you know, cities and stuff like that, or not so much?
Oh, man, I definitely try to. It's my new obsession, and, you know, I appreciate you, Big Joe, for saying that I'm a golf guy, because, you know, I got a long way to go. It's kind of a running joke that we had last year on the pregame show with Tom Caron and Jim Rice, because Jim is incredible at everything, and the golf is another one of those things. And so I always kind of have challenged him to a golf game, and, you know, knowing that I have no chance to even touch some of the scores that he's hitting, but it's just always a fun thing. So I appreciate you saying that I'm a golf guy, because I hope to one day be one. So you know what they say, you know, if you see it, you can be it. And, you know, you got to try to aim to be those things that you aspire. So I do get a chance to bring the clubs out, and I've gotten kind of pretty strategic with bringing like a little Sunday bag that I got off Amazon. And I'm able to put like 7 to 10 clubs in there, which is, you know, it's just a field thing for me at this point, because I cannot rent the clubs, even though they're some of the places we're at, because, you know, these are at the team hotels a lot of time where they have close golf courses or nice ones on the property, or ones where they have a relationship with, what they allow us to get on just kind of riding the Red Sox coattails. So they have good equipment, but it's just something about my Rams, man. I just need to be able to feel those bad boys, you know, and be able to get my swing off. So I feel like my game has improved. And I hope to, you know, be able to continue to sneak out on off days, or even before first pitch for the night games with a lot of guys on the crew. So we try to get out there as much as we can. I wish I could get out there more, but usually not until summer.
All right, well, Jamai Webster joining us here. Say, Jamai, I can ask you about a bunch of other. We can do Red Sox stuff. We can do golf. We can talk about your bracket if you want. I do have to ask one thing. We were just doing we play a game on the night show, in or out, like if you believe these things, if you're in or not. And Bruce Pearl, you know him, the former basketball coach, now commentator.
Yeah.
He said he's never heard of Eminem. Do you believe that? Like, think about the people in the world who you think, like, Taylor Swift's huge, right? Like, think about these guys, Trump for that matter. Like, who's never heard of Eminem, Jamai?
I find that very hard to believe.
Exactly.
I mean,
ouch.
Bruce Pearl, never heard of Eminem. I mean, there's people, you know, you might walk to somebody on the street and say, have you ever heard of Bruce Pearl? And they'd say, yeah, I know who that guy is. He used to coach college basketball. So for him to say he never heard of Eminem is absolutely ridiculous. At one time, he was the hottest act in the game, and it's just hard to believe how you never have come across anything that he's done. Yeah. I mean, he had 8 Mile, which is arguably one of the top movies out there all time. I would say personally, one of my personal favorites. It's in my collection. I own it on DVD, which is not really as hot anymore, but I'm a big Eminem guy, man.
See? All right, then. I know we had to ask we just had it. Before we brought you on, we couldn't believe it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask Jamai when he comes on. And we're getting to know you, too, because we see you on the sidelines, and, you know, you're talking ball and game, and it's good to get to know the guys. I love all the guys at Nesson now. They all call me Nesson Joe now, Jamai, because, you know, on the radio, I'm very critical about the teams, but you know, the Red Sox this year are very, very high on the Red Sox. There's a lot of good commentary coming from me, but I am a little critical, though. I'm wondering, can Trevor Story be the 2-hitter behind Roman Anthony? Because he hits lefties okay. But I worry about that this year. If it's not him, who else do you think could be in the 2-hole behind Roman Anthony this season?
Oh, listen, man, those guys need to stop giving you a hard time calling you Ness and Joe. I mean, I know you accept that proudly, but one thing I love about you, Joe, is you call it down the middle, man, pretty straight. And you're not one to back off of criticism, but you haven't been able to really criticize the Red Sox this year yet to this point because they've done some good things. You got to give credit where credit is due. So I appreciate you for not just leaning into being so critical every single time, which is important, I guess, person of your stature and a program like the one that you have. So that's great. But as far as a number 2 hitter can be for the Red Sox this year, I do believe that Trevor Story can fill that role. This is a guy who's finally been healthy for the last couple of years. And, I mean, last year was a breakout. I mean, he played in 157 games after playing in, 65, 66 or something like that the previous 2 seasons. I think it was 26 in 2024. So finally been able to put together a full year, which was the most games that he had played since 2018 when he was an all-star with the Colorado Rockies. So I think that Trevor Story offensively, that there's going to be some swing and miss, there's going to be some strikeout in his game, but he has the ability to carry you for a month offensively, which he did in previous years. And in one season with the Red Sox in particular, where he was hitting home run after home run. I think he hit almost 10 in the month. And so I think with that ability and the history from what he's been able to do, I think his best baseball is still in front of him. He may not be able to be what he was at 25, but this guy's still a quality big leaguer with elite defense who can hit the ball out of the ballpark and who can also hit for average. So I like him in the number 2 hole because behind him you got I feel like the other day the Red Sox had a very similar what you would see on opening day type of batting lineup where Trevor was hitting in the 2 hole. So it's a role that I feel like he can thrive in, and I feel like based on his past and not being the guy who's going to have to carry the offense per se, I think this is a group that's going to do it as a 1 through 9 collective, and I don't think there'll be too much pressure on him. But he is a guy who can get hot, and you certainly will take that when it comes. But with Anthony leading off, Story there, maybe Duran after him, and then Contreras batting cleanup, I like that 1 through 4 to make some noise, at least to start the year.
All right, Jamai, before we let you go, because I know you got a long season ahead. We got to save all the bullets that we can here with you. Alex Cora. You interview him a lot. You see him almost every day. He talked about his contract, mentioned that it's through this year and next year. Do you think he would sign another contract to be the manager? And do you think he's a guy that, because he does love analytics, do you ever think he's a guy that could potentially be the next general manager or president of baseball operations, maybe even for the Red Sox someday?
I mean, I know that he flirted with that idea, at least when the job was given to Craig after Chaim Bloom was out. And I know it's something that he's done before for Team Puerto Rico in the past, been a general manager. I know he enjoys building rosters and taking part in that side of building a baseball organization and a team out. So I don't put it past him as it being something that he may want to do in the future. But I think at this point, he said it. He said, way back, I think it was even in 2018, that he wasn't going to, you weren't going to basically carry him. You weren't going to have to carry him out of here. Like he was going to, walk away on his own terms. And I think he's not going to manage forever. Like it's still high stress. I think he's got a great balance and rhythm to how he approaches it now with going on his long runs and doing things that outside of the game that help him kind of manage everything that's going on inside of it. But I could see him as a general manager at some point and managing a team. But his boys are getting a little bit older now. I know he wants to be in part of their lives, and especially as they get older and up in baseball, he's going to want to be a part of those things. So he's still a young man for the most part, you know what I mean? And there's still so much he can do in this game. But I don't know if he's going to be, managing the Red Sox for multiple more contracts. Definitely maybe a next one. I shouldn't say definitely because I don't know, but I feel like that's something that he would be open to for sure. But beyond that, it's really hard to say. I think the ball's kind of in his court on that, but he's going to be staying connected to baseball. In some ways, it just may be, off the field in the future.
He's Jamai Webster, everybody. You'll see him almost every Red Sox game on NESN this year. Sideline reporter, does all the interviews. He's a big golfer. I can even talk Lakers with him if you really want me to, but we won't do that here. Jamai, good luck this season, my man. I think it's going to be a real exciting year, and hopefully we'll have you back on during the season, my man.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I appreciate you, and I'm hoping for a good year as well. So we'll see what happens. This is the beauty of opening week and opening day, and it's 162 for a reason because they all matter. So hopefully we get some good ones, and it ends to a deep playoff run again in October.
Well, just like your golf game, I'll keep hitting them straight, my man. Appreciate you, Jamai, and good luck. Good luck in Cincinnati this week, bud.
Thanks a lot, Joe. Good talking to you, man.
You got it, man. He's Jamai Webster, everybody. Check him out. Does an awesome job over at NESN. Sideline reporter. He does it all there, and he joined us here on 98.5 this week. He's a good dude, and I've done some shows with him, and when I said, hey, do you want to come on with us, he was in. So I'd like to, every once in a while, Skaz, we might just have to get the pulse of their. I know it's Ness and Joe over here.
I'm a Jamai fan. I think he's very good on TV. I'm happy to, know that you're friendly, and now we got another golf guy, Joe, in the mix.
He does TGL. Do you know what that is? The 3-on-3?
Oh, the championship is tonight, Joe. The ESPN 2.
He's a part of that.
There you go. I
can't believe I didn't ask.
It's tonight.
Oh my God! I feel like I didn't do my job.
9:00, ESPN 2. Jupiter Lynx.
Very upset with myself for not promoting him like that. Jamai's the man, though. All right. We got to go to break, huh? The breaks, everything's show's flying by tonight.
Joe Mazzulla not alone at the Garden tonight, Joe.
Oh, no. Don't tell me. Let's talk about that on the other side. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
No, Who's that? What Celtics are at the game?
Derek White is joining Joe Mazzulla. I guess they're sitting directly behind. Is it Graves and Booker?
Oh,
Those
Corey
are the two.
Graves. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
So they're sitting directly. So they could see some action.
Michael Cole.
Michael Cole. Yes.
He's the lead announcer with Corey Graves.
Is he the one that was bitching on Twitter not too long ago about his spot in the company and all that?
Oh, that was Corey Graves.
That was Corey Graves. Okay. That turned out to be a work.
Good friend.
Good friend. Good friend.
I think, you know what, though? At the time, I said I think it's part of the...
And it was, yeah. It always is.
It always is. A lot of the wrestlers in town over yesterday, big card vault event. They had Becky Lynch, Drew McIntyre, Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan could be on Baywatch.
So I did hear a little bit of this, Joe. You got some of the cast, I heard.
We got Livy Dunn.
We got Livy Dunn. Anyone else?
Well, it's the old you already told them to me.
Well, yes, but I on the air, I heard you discussing maybe on the weekend. I don't even remember when, but you were discussing Livy Dunn joining the cast.
I think it's a great reboot.
Oh, there you go. But no one else. That's the only name we've gotten.
That's all I care about.
Okay.
Oh no! Who? No! Oh! Again, if you go to 98fathersportshub.com or youtube.com, Maxine Dupree could also be on Baywatch.
I'm seeing here Brooks Nader also.
And
cast.
Did you know that Italy's World Baseball Classic espresso machine sold for $16,000 on eBay?
To who? And who gets the money for that?
I don't know. So, anything? We got 2 minutes, guys.
Yeah, what do you want, Joe?
Well, you don't have to talk about your bachelor party or anything like that. But did anything? Because I want to learn more about what happened.
Yes, of course.
Any mishaps?
There was a lost phone, which happens. Was
there a Find My Phone feature?
We tried. It was gone. There was a trip to the Apple Store and a new phone was purchased that the next morning. That's because expensive. That's what you got to do.
And they lost everything, or
no, had the wallet, had that stuff. Yeah, phone was restored, all that. Just who knows? The phone was lost. If 15 guys or whatever it was lose one phone to Bourbon Street, I think you're doing all right. I think the statistics there are pretty good. Everyone made it home. Never, people in New Orleans, you hear some stories, but I never felt anything but perfectly fine. I felt, safe everywhere. Everyone was very nice. Obviously, you see some of the
Bourbon Street crazy.
Bourbon Street was pretty crazy. It was a lot of weddings. And
a lot of beads.
I would say beads. Some beads. Not a plethora, but some beads. I will say Bourbon Street is one of the places. It's a place where you could be anywhere from the age of 18 to 21 to 65, and you're not out of place at all. Like everyone is there. There's something for everybody there. I liked Frenchman's probably a little more low key, restaurants and stuff like that. A lot of good people watching, Joe. I saw a gentleman on Bourbon Street. This was in maybe a 15-second stretch that I saw this gentleman do this. He had a bloody nose, and then to fix his bloody nose, he took a tampon out of his pocket, opened it, and then shot it up into his nose to stop the nosebleed in about a 10-second span.
I have a lot of questions.
I told that story to someone else that works here earlier today, and they said that is an experienced
who carries away a tampon? Who carries around?
Maybe a man that is very used to nosebleeds, Joe, would have to be the guest there. But yep, so things like that we're seeing quite often. The vibes were incredible the entire time. We went on. No one wants to hear about your bracket or your bets, but we did very well in that aspect, gambling wise. The only time I was ever upset at all on the trip was, I can't remember if it was Thursday or Friday night, but it's the heat of March Madness. We're down in Bourbon Street, French Quarter. We're watching games, open containers, so you can just, there's walk-up windows. You grab a beer, walk down. You're watching all the games. It's crazy. We're broken up into a couple different groups. We get a text in the group chat saying, hey, you guys got to come to this bar. You got to come to this bar. Repeatedly, you got to come. Elite spot. So we're like, all right, fine. We're watching the games, whatever. They must have a great setup. we go to this bar. I won't name the bar. It was a great bar. We did have a good time there, but not in this instance. I walk into the bar. My buddies are. This bar is broken up into like 3 or 4 different rooms. My buddies are a section of my buddies are sitting in the corner of this bar, in one of the side rooms, as 2 older women are dueling pianos.
Not cougars.
I would say not cougars.
Okay.
Are doing dueling pianos.
Oh, I love that.
With no TVs in sight at about 8:30 on Thursday or Friday night. And I walked into the room, saw my buddies, and the average medium age of everyone else in the room was probably 65. I said, "What the F are you guys doing in here?" And me and the other guys left and found TVs immediately. So other than that, everything was perfectly smooth. It was great, other than being summoned to a piano bar in the middle of March Madness. But yeah, I'll have some in-or-outs, some New Orleans in-or-outs for you in Musings, Joe. Some good, some probably better that they're in the 9 o'clock hour. I have some traveling in-or-outs for you as well, as TSA was quite the experience yesterday.
Oh, I'm interested to hear all this.
Yes, the security line was out into the parking garage by the time. Luckily, I wasn't in that. I was there early enough that it hadn't reached quite that level. But yeah, it was not fun with TSA yesterday. I'll say that.
All right. Well, this hour of the Sports Hub is brought to you by Valvoline. Is an oil change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NorwegianOilChange.com. You'll save 15% off an extra oil change at Valvoline. Is an oil change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray. We'll have the Musings next, and I can't wait to hear what Skaz has for us. We'll do all that coming up. I'm Joe Murray on 98.5. I am 98.5 the Sports Hub.
You're listening to Joe. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Hey, spring can be a tricky season weather-wise, but new windows from Window Nation can keep your home comfortable no matter the weather.
million plus $3 million in incentives. Red Sox have made some roster moves today. Peyton Tolley sent back down. Connolly early will start the season with the big club. Headlines, they are brought to you by our good friends because they are. Excuse me. Boston Prolotherapy. Don't let joint pain keep you off the course or trail. Eliminate that pain with Dr. Franke of Boston Prolotherapy. I'm Joe Murray. Your next update soon.
Are you actually coaching the game, or it's just
that is? I feel so strongly about that. I can't even tell you.
Boston Talk Sports here.
What do we got?
Sports.
You want a random take? Murray's got all sorts on stuff in the world unrelated to sports. So sit back, relax, and get your mind in the game and listen to the words of a grown man complaining.
Murray's Musings. 98.5 The Sports Hub. Trying to think of a story that happened when Skaz was gone.
Do you have anything to muse about?
I had a great weekend, dude. I did 2 card shows. It was nuts. They were, both were at capacity. So it was kind of funny at the Woburn show. There was a police officer walking around and knew the show, asked about Skaz. And then a firefighter was there because of the capacity, and he bought a card for me, which was kind of funny. You know what I don't like? There are kids that don't have etiquette. Like these kids put their card packages on my display cases and they broke. Did you know that? But you know what I had in my bag of all things? Guys, what's the weirdest thing you have on you right now? What's something you have on you right this second?
I have my wallet, my phone, in my backpack.
Backpack.
Yeah, in my backpack, I got all sorts of Tylenol and
do you know what I had?
Chapstick and stuff. Yeah,
I had alien tape in my.
That's a very Joe Murray thing.
2-sided sticky tape. Think about that, guys. I could put up some alien tape right now, and we can put up a basketball hoop. Yeah. But the alien tape saved the day. You ever see? And everyone goes, dude, I see those on the commercials all the time. No, alien tape saved the day for me. Better than duct tape, guys. Duct tape used to be everything. Chuck Norris died.
Yeah, Chuck Norris died. 86 or something?
The joke that I heard was Chuck Norris went to the Virgin Islands and came back to the islands.
Nice. A lot of Chuck Norris jokes in the 2000s.
So someone died while you were on vacation. How'd that make you feel?
Fine. He was an old man. Lived a full life. I think it's fine.
Sad.
Very sad.
Oh, Paul Heyman.
He's upset about coming to Boston, I saw.
Yelling. Boston Garden looks good on TV, huh?
Always.
Think Stephen A. Smith will be at WrestleMania? He was last year.
Why not? Sure.
I'm going. What am I doing? Flying. Oh, they're showing golf stuff, guys. Is that that's Will Ferrell? What's this? The Hawk? What is guys? You know about this golf show with Will Ferrell called The Hawk?
Yeah, it's a new Netflix show. It's like some spoof.
Is he fallen?
Yes.
Is it The Office that did it to him?
I think the bad movies did it to him. I've never been the biggest Will Ferrell guy, but I enjoyed some of his movies. But yeah, I feel like it's not been great as of late. Not very versatile, I would say. Not that he has to be, but.
So, Skaz, I met your buddy Brian at Dom's at a Indigenous People Day cookout.
Yes.
And loves you. He reached out to me. He said, dude, do you think you can do a video for us for Skaz's bachelor party? And I said, sure. So I said, all right, well, let me know what you guys come up with. But I can work on some things, you know. Do you know anything about all this or no?
I know little of the backstory. We watched the video. The video was a big hit. The setting up of the video was a little bit of a snafu. Watching the boys trying to figure out. Well, also you're in an Airbnb. There's smart TVs trying to figure that out. So that process was very funny. We just kept hearing your voice coming out of the house, but couldn't figure out where at times. So that was there were some comedic elements before it even began. I am working on getting a copy. My buddy Brian has it. Yeah, you have it. I think there's some audio in there. Maybe we could use for the show. We'll see. But yes, Joe Murray with some great in or outs, and Joe Murray coming up with in or outs led the group to come up with some in or outs as well from our time down there. We'll start with a travel one, Joe. This actually not from New Orleans. This from our very own street team, Joe. Joe, are you in or out on someone in boarding group, say 7 or 8, boarding long before their boarding group?
You got to respect the time.
Well, now, guess who boards as soon as they say you can board?
You're a jerk. And you know what's funny? You can call those people out, right? Because they're the ones already on the plane. Like, I'm a gate B guy. I wait for I'm a gate, right? I'm ready. I'm waiting. Once they call me, I'm like a dog. Once you open that fence, I'm out. You know? You ever notice that? You ever get you just got a new dog, guys. You get him to stay.
Oh, yeah. He's a work in progress.
Stay.
70-pound puppy, yeah.
No, but once you open the gate, it's like they can't help it. They can't stay. Things open and so Joe is like the untrained dog.
He is. He once he's off the leash.
No, listen. There's a lot of problems going on at the airport right now. That's jerk move right there. I'm gonna call you if you do it. I'm calling people out. I don't want to get into a fight on an airplane, but I'd love to call somebody out.
Well, tensions were high yesterday. You could feel the tension, the boiling point in the air. It was.
You said you were at LaGuardia? Where were you?
No. I was at Louisiana. I think it's Louis Armstrong. I think is what it's called. I was down in good old.
And your TSA experience was horrific.
Oh, it was as bad as it could possibly be. Yes, yeah. It was a nightmare. The line was through the parking garage at one point.
And everybody was bitching, huh?
Oh, it was.
That's the best.
As someone who knew he had no shot, I couldn't have got there earlier. 2:45 in the morning. I was waiting in line for Delta. I had to check my golf club, so I had to. So that as someone who knew he had no shot to make his flight, and was able to switch to a later direct flight, the people watching, I was miserable. I was a puddle of a human being. I felt like a used diaper all day, but watching was tremendous content. So a couple in or outs cool. For you, Joe Murray. Mm-hmm. In or out on going back to the Caesars Casino on the last day instead of buying your girlfriend a souvenir. In or out on going to Caesars every single day of the trip.
I'm in on that.
I thought you would be. At late in the night when everyone is about to head back to the Airbnb, people are sectioning off. Are you in or out on one of your buddies saying he wants to hit Bourbon Street alone to try and get a local experience?
Out
on that as well.
I don't want to. No. And listen, I have many drifters of friends.
Outdoor cats is what we call them. Yeah. They always come home. But you don't really know where they are or what they're doing.
I don't know.
A couple outdoor cats, yeah.
You don't know what kind of strays. Out. You could be in the Mississippi River for all I know.
A little smelly, that Mississippi, but tremendous food. Joe, are you in or out on a couple guys from the trip months in advance saying they were going to try and golf a third day on Saturday, and then calling the course at 4 a.m. on a Saturday morning and canceling their tee times?
Oh, that must have pissed them off.
2 different sets of tee times with the same last name called and canceled 2 hours apart on Saturday.
Out! Come on, they're running the business.
I gave him a heads up. A couple hours.
Hey, just want to let you know, we got a bounce party this weekend from Boston. We're a bunch of jerks.
He called and said, I just want to let you know there is no shot I'd make it to the golf course tomorrow.
They must have just been like, okay.
I'm sure they've heard it before.
You have to pay it still, too?
I knew I wasn't golfing Saturday, so I planned long ahead.
Did you pay at all on the bachelor party?
My boys took care of golf the first day. A couple of nice gifts. Yeah, I didn't really pay much. An Uber here. I paid for golf on the second day. No, great for it was tremendous. Everything was set up very well.
That's how it should be. That's great.
shout out my fiance as well. When we got to the Airbnb, she had koozies made with the dogs and the cat on them. She had a box of cigars there for us. Some teas that and stuff like that. So yeah, everything was top notch. Joe Murray, are you in or out on one of your boys texting a stripper after the strip club?
In.
Are you in or out on one of your boys texting a stripper after the strip club
and then inviting him to the house?
That she blew his mind?
In.
And the stripper didn't respond.
He got ghosted by a stripper, huh?
I don't think the number was ever real in the first place, Joe.
With a stripper.
You had to ask me my opinion.
I would have sang that song all night.
Oh, yeah.
Can you send that to them?
Oh,
I'm in love with a stripper.
It was blaring in the Airbnb when we got back.
You got a stripper's number?
Not me. No.
It was probably a WhatsApp number.
It was definitely not a real number. He was convinced that she was recently moving to the city he lives in as well.
So you're admitting that there was strip club involved?
You're on Bourbon Street, Joe. They're basically hoarding you into the places.
There's a lot of flashing going on.
Yes. They're like, they're offering you coupons. Yeah. I'm not the biggest strip club guy, but, you're there. There's 15 guys.
That's fun.
You're gonna pop in and see what's going on.
But your friend...
Oh yeah, he thought she was moving to the city. I was like, we had to break the news to him that she's probably moved to a lot of cities. So
Maria reminds me of a West Side Story.
Yeah, certainly did.
What else we got?
Joe Murray, are you in or out on an alligator hot dog?
In. You know why? Because I ate it like just deep fried, but put it on a sandwich, it would taste better. Because giving it a little more crunch. I'm in on that.
Are you in or out on hitting a place like a Shake Shack or a Chick-fil-A while you're in a New Orleans?
No. You can't go to a place that you can go anywhere. Like, you can't do that. Like, when I went to Canada, I went to a Burger King. The only reason why I walked inside it was because you could do a breathalyzer. And I couldn't believe it.
They might have like some French Burger King items up there as well.
Things were a little different. The sauces were different. Something. Oh, I love that. Oh, we got ourselves a stare. Oh, Boston police are on. Yes. Do I know any of these guys? Sorry, I'm watching. So they have 5 Boston police officers trying to stop Seth Rollins in Boston.
Stop him from doing what?
Curb stomping.
And that's illegal in the WWE.
Well, yes. And the punts are too. You know about the punting?
I don't. You don't know?
Oh, Randy Orton. That's his famous move. He punts people.
Thought he was the RKO guy.
That's his patented move.
Okay.
Do we know any of these cops? Let me know if there's any cops that everybody knows. Are they even real cops? Could be from the town.
Where's Missoula? You want
I know where is Missoula right now. Are these real cops? What else we got for in-or-outs? Anything else?
Let's see here.
Oh, here's the one I wanted to get the answer from.
Oh, yes.
Who plans his bachelor party during March Madness?
I think that's a perfect time. Everyone's just watching the games.
So did everyone actually disagree with me?
Yes. Yeah. The one, the Zin count, it was probably around like 30 tins probably. We were trying to keep track.
When I said that one, did everybody just explode?
Big pop for that one. There was a lot of Zins being consumed.
Which ones had good pops? Which ones had bad pops?
The Zins were great. When one of my buddies joined the trip late and effed up the tea times, kind of. When you mentioned that got a big laugh for. Especially from him, knowing that he was the one that messed up the tea times.
What about waiting on the par or the drive for the
the drive? Yes. That one got mixed reviews. Mixed reviews on that one.
What do you got? Some big swingers over there or something?
Some guys that think they're big swingers. Yes. People impressed with Joe Murray's golf knowledge. Though. I had to tell him Joe Murray grew up on a golf course.
I grew up across the street from a golf course where I hustled golf balls my entire life. I told you when there's a video still coming, by the way.
Still coming.
We're working on it. Still working on it. But when I went to put my tee down to hit the ball, it was a long way down, man. I'm trying to think of some of the other questions. What was the other one? Rooting against the majority. I like that one.
Yes, that one was popular. You got to have the outlier.
What about any Drake
The Kendrick one got a good. My buddy Kyle was coming into the room as that one was being played, so that was great.
How about the stretching, guys?
The morning stretches before golf out in the lawn every morning. Second morning was not as much attendance as the first morning. I'll say that.
Was there a guy who only talked about his bracket the entire time? Or his bets?
Some bracket talk. We were all on the same bets, though, which was good. We were riding favorites, which worked out very well.
Yeah. Did you guys tell everybody you were from Boston or from Bridgewater, Rainham?
A lot of some Boston talk. We did the first Uber. Me and Kyle got in, a friend of the show, covers the NBA for Underdog. We drove by the Smoothie King Center, and we happened to ask the Uber driver his thoughts on Zion Williamson. Would you like to guess what the Uber driver said about Zion, Joe?
What was the Uber driver's thoughts on? Was he fat?
The Uber driver thinks Zion has had a hex put on him by big-breasted women.
Oh my God!
That is what he told us.
He's cursed.
That's what he said.
Literally, I did the cursed motion. The guy about big-breasted women.
He said Zion has been cursed by the big-breasted women of the South, and he needs to get out of town. That was what our driver told us.
That's like an oracle there.
That's the local insight of the New Orleans people.
Oh, man.
When we told him that's a trance we all fall under. You know what happens.
You know what I would love is that. How was the weather again? Was it all right?
Perfect? 75 and sunny.
75?
Yeah.
Dude, I stayed at a hotel where they had a roof deck hotel there overlooking the Mississippi.
Oh, yeah.
It was crap weather when I went. But, dude, there's nothing like pool bound on your bachelor party.
Yeah.
You have no worries. You can drink whatever and do whatever you want, really.
And I would say New Orleans is as lawless of a city as I've ever been in. And I mean that complimentary.
It's very...
Like, you walk down the street with
you.
a beer, the joint, doesn't matter.
Did I have a few nights where I was walking alone and I was inebriated and I was like, oh boy, what am I getting into? But I will say, for the most part, it is a fairly safe city with a group. You're definitely right about lawless
yes.
stuff.
Yeah. We had a couple guys being like, oh, can we do this? And then by the second or third night, it's like, you can pretty much do whatever you want.
Did blackjack?
Some blackjack, yes. One good dealer, one bad. You know when you get a bad dealer? There was one dealer who was the whole table was after this guy, and then we got another dealer. That was the casino gambling probably down like $50, $60, but we did well on the sports. But a couple guys walked in the first night, 500 on red hit, so that was nice.
Oh, I love that.
Second night, 500 on red didn't hit, so that's how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was. Vibes were good the entire time. There was never really, we're in danger here. We need to, get it all back.
And
so that was good.
Made it home.
Everybody took some people until 1:30 in the morning, but everybody made it home.
But everybody's working today.
One of my buddies actually first day back from maternity leave today. So that was a tough realization. Yeah. Woof. Tough first day back.
Woof. All right.
Good time. Food was tremendous. Po' boys.
Remind me to ask you something off the air.
Please.
Just remind me, though.
Please.
I don't want to do it on the air.
I got some in and outs for you off the air as well.
All right. I'm in on that. All right. When's Dawson getting hitched? When's Street Team Joe getting hitched? Did you see his look?
He goes, what did he say?
If looks could kill, I'd be dead. All right, we should break. Skaz had his bachelor party in New Orleans, everybody. Is there powdered sugar all over everybody from the beignets?
Couple beignets, yeah.
All right. Is it too late to crack a Celsius? Asking for a friend. Well, I have more coming up next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
It's Zoe here. From start to finish, contractors count on Charles D. Sheehy with precision products, reliable delivery, and smart solutions. CDS helps keep Boston building strong every day. And when pressure's on and the deadline is tight, CDS shows up ready to deliver. Visit CDSI.com.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. Hey, Ryan Williams here with 128 Plumbing, Heat and Cooling and Electric, home of Finish Strong Friday. And at 128, we are proud to be local and independently owned since 1992. And this year, we're excited to announce that we are now certified Evergreen, which is a certification that speaks to long-term commitment and remaining privately held, with a focus on people over short-term profits and exits. Learn more on our website or social media at call128.com.
The Dome at Wyndham Woods School is a soon-to-be-built, state-of-the-art, 125,000-square-foot all-season athletics and conference center welcoming over 100,000 visitors a year. Visit www.dome.org to schedule a 15-minute virtual chat to learn more and join our growing list of partners like Hafner's India Kicks Foundation, Cedars, the WNBA Chicago Sky, K-Blaze Productions, Sentinel Group, Become Elite Soccer, Convenient MD, World Strides, Polar Beverages, and so many more. Space is limited, so visit www.dome.org today and let us help you drive revenue to your business.
Aggressive lease offers, high-value trade-in bonuses, and massive truck discounts. Now at McGovern Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Boston, Newton, and Acton. It's time to upgrade. Get a new 2026 Jeep Compass Limited lease for $99 a month. Yes, $99. 27-month lease, 7,500 miles per year with $49.95 due at signing. Spring into a McGovern Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram location near you. Shop now at McGovernCJDRDealers.com. That's McGovernCJDRDealers.com. Take delivery by 3/31/26. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. On approved credit. See dealer for details.
Lint isn't a timeout. It separates men who get in the game from men who warm the bench. So, this Lint, don't play it safe. Show up, sacrifice, train to win. This is your moment to know real strength. At Vocations Boston, we can help you build it with brothers who sharpen you and hold you accountable. So make the smart play. Get your faith into action. Visit vocationsboston.org/life's calling.
In the market for a new appliance? Doyon's Appliance in Reading, Gloucester, Bedford, and North Andover should be your destination. Doyon's carries all the major brand name appliances at a price you're looking for. Their sales staff is trained by the manufacturers, and most have come up through the ranks. Doyon's staff knows what it takes to get the job done. Don't waste your time with companies that pretend to be in the appliance business. Go to the experts at Doyon's and get the answers to your questions right the first time. You can shop Doyon's Appliance online at doyonsappliance.com.
Coleman.
It's electric.
A whole house generator from Coleman Electric saves the family unit. Dad's in the basement watching the game. Mom's watching another movie on Lifetime about why dad sucks. Kid's in his room on the Xbox. Daughter's putting the cat in her Easy Bake Oven. Boom! Big storm. Power goes out. So everybody meets in the dining room. Yeah, light a candle and play Jenga. Family game.
Did Skaz just get choked up? What happened? Did I say something that made you laugh? He's coughing up a storm.
Water went down the wrong pipe. As you mentioned, the first baseball hour promo of the year, and
you lost it.
The baseball hour really gets me, Joe.
Feel bad for us because we work until midnight. You know, those 7 to 11s don't sound that bad, though, do they?
Right about now, Joe, no, they don't. That baseball hour, though, Wednesday, it's going to be a big one.
Do we know anything about the show? Is there any, are the baseball boys back?
Be very interested to hear that. I mean, Matt McCarthy is in Friday. Maybe we get him on the Baseball Hour on Friday, like the last couple of years. Tyler Milliken, I would hope, is back. Red Sox easy path starts right away with the Cincinnati Reds without their ace.
Can I show you the? We had Tyler on Nesson, sir.
I saw him. I saw him back here.
You did it from here?
No, I'm saying Nesson was on earlier in the studio, and I saw you and Tyler Milliken.
So old intern Josh, now working at Nesson, he heard Milliken on. I'm going to put this in Slack. I'm not going to share it just yet because we're working on it. But we made a graphic for Tyler Milliken. Let me know if you think this is good, Skaz. And, of course, nobody at home can see this. But somebody also made a meme of me, too, which I thought was kind of funny. We can certainly share that one. We can do that. But tell me if you see the one that I just shared for Tyler Milliken, because he loves to cook.
What's Milliken cooking with a triples apron? I like it. The sunglasses, very Milliken. The backdrop, I think we can make it maybe a little more Milliken-esque, but I like it.
Okay. Maybe we put some chicken nuggets.
Maybe a cop pulling him over. So I've heard that's been quite a problem for Milliken lately.
Someone made fun of me too. Maybe I can share that one. It was me kind of getting on Jason Tatum. Tell me if this one looks like me. Someone made this one. Maybe I'll share this one on Instagram. But it's a picture of Ness and Joe. I mean, they made me look skinny.
It doesn't really look like you. It's very cartoonish.
And it says, "So now you don't like my documentary." Which was the leadoff take tonight. Got to be critical every once in a while. Some people saying they see Joe Mazzulla's gimmick is better than half the WWE roster.
In or out?
I'm in on Joe Mazzulla's gimmick.
In or out on it being better than half of WWE's roster?
No. Oh, ooh. Well, I just had friends from WWE on the show, so I'm not going to do that.
In or out on the Ravens having the highest win total in the NFL?
Do you believe that?
I think I'm out on that.
I'm out, dude. How do we know that team's going to be better this year without their coach? You know what, Dawson? This could be a good little project for you. Not tonight.
Can I just give you one thing, though? And this is crossing sports and all of that, but I think firing coaches needs to happen more often. I think Tomlin was there too long. Harbaugh was there too long. And this is, obviously a big difference. But look at Iowa. Look at what Iowa did. How long was Fran McCaffrey there? Patino. How long did St. John's go without, making it to the Sweet 16? If a guy's been there for 10 plus years and he can't do anything, can't get over the hump, you got to fire him. It's just the message. These so many teams with new coaches get this little bump, and if it doesn't work after 4 or 5 years, fire him too. I'm all in on getting rid of a coach that's been there forever. I think you see it time and time again where a new coach comes in and the team does take it a step further.
I think the activity, Dawson, is look up coaches who had maybe 10 or let's use 8 years. 8 years or more, and how the team did the next season. For example, I was going to say Bill Belichick, but Gerard Mayo is here.
Yeah, but how was his last year, too? It wasn't great. If you're comparing last season, not the body of work, just the previous season.
Should Kirk Ferentz be out?
Sure.
Iowa football?
See you later. Who was the guy in Utah? I would have fired that guy a long time ago. Jerry Sloan. Did he ever win anything?
Rick Majerus.
See you later.
Man, look at the Street Team Joe photo he just posted of me. Maybe I'll pass that.
Oh, that's a good one. That's real art right there. That's not AI
Looks
swap.
like I just got back from the Baba, which I'm going to tomorrow.
That's a good one.
Getting my hair did tomorrow. Might make a D'Agostino's. Oh, no, we have another steak and cheese run tomorrow.
Yeah, we very much do.
Let me give that a plug one more time.
Please.
Surfside iced tea and vodka and lemonade and vodka fans celebrate National Cheesesteak Day and National Cocktail Day tomorrow with a surf and turf, a steak and cheese, and a Surfside. To find a location near you, go to drinksurfside.com/Surfside Surf and Turf. Like Donahue's Bar and Grill on Bigelow Ave in Watertown, who provided the show dinner tonight with steak bomb sandwiches, steak and cheese with peppers, onions, tomatoes, and mushrooms, as well as cheeseburgers. Surfside. It's not a seltzer. It's Surfside. Must be 21 plus. Please drink responsibly. Let's take a call. Brian's in the car. Brian.
Hey, guys, how we doing tonight?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. Hey, just want a couple points on the Celtics. I've been watching all year. I'm a green teamer for life. But the one weakness I find with Jaylen Brown is handling the basketball. He's got more turnovers than anybody. He leads the team in turnovers. I get nervous when he's dribbling the ball in the backcourt and in the midcourt. We all know Tatum's a little rusty, and that's the only weakness I think with Brown is just he can't dribble the ball. What do you think?
I don't know. What are you doing tonight right now?
What's that?
What are you doing right now?
I'm driving.
Yeah, what are you guys up to? What are you up to tonight?
What's that?
What are you up to tonight after driving?
Well, I'm driving home from a baseball meeting I had tonight.
Oh, was it like a league meeting?
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of, well, I used to be in baseball league meetings years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. What league are you in?
High school.
High school. All right. Well, how are the fields these days? They wet?
No, if you're on turf, they're nice and dry.
Do you think turf hurts the kids? Has there been any conversation about that?
Well, I mean, you need it around here. I mean, it's March right now. Kids are playing college baseball. You can't play on grass. And the college baseball season up here is so short. I think the turf in the Northeast is definitely, in the summertime it's awful, but.
Yeah.
And it does hurt your back a little bit when you're out there, towards grass. But nobody keeps manicured nice grass fields anymore.
Ooh, St. John's Prep, when I played them in high school, it was like they cut the grass with scissors.
Oh, at the Prep, yeah.
Yeah. I grew up in Hyde Park, though, so we had, gravel and needles on our fields.
What do you think about that? I mean, the teams in the East are so much weaker than the teams. I mean, like last night, everybody's hopping on.
All right. Wanted to talk baseball, not basketball. Ooh. Steve and Peabody, what's up, Steve?
What's up, Big Joe? What's shaking, buddy boy?
Did you see my guys in the suite tonight?
I went over there, but Sarge wasn't there at the time.
Can you believe
that? So
that?
I went back to my side and cleaned up, and I'm on Route 1 right now and heading home. I got out a little early.
What, do you ever stop anywhere on Route 1 on the way home?
A couple of times we've stopped at the Kowloon.
Yeah.
Play some Keno and have some rice and shrimp and stuff, and then a couple of cocktails and get back in the car and head home to Peabody.
What about fast food? Do you ever stop anywhere?
Nah, I'm not a big fast food type of guy. I'm trying to get away from that. The only two places I really enjoy are Burger King and Wendy's.
Which are fast food. Okay. What's your favorite? What do you get at a Burger King?
Double Whopper.
Whoa, a double?
Yeah, absolutely, buddy.
Joe,
I'm a growing boy.
Joe, do you eat double Whoppers? What about Wendy's? What do you like at Wendy's?
Wendy's, I'll just get the single burger with cheese and lettuce, tomato, and onion and stuff like that.
You get a Frosty or anything?
No, I'll usually get a soda. which I try to stay away from. But, if I'm going there, I will splurge.
Nice.
Right now, I'm going by the Golden Arches and the famous Hilltop sign.
That's right. And you go near that 24-hour Walmart. You ever been in there?
No, I haven't.
Dude, it's nice.
No, I haven't.
It's very nice in there.
Oh, awesome. Well, that's good to know.
So what?
Sometimes I'm looking for a 24-hour store.
That's right.
And there's none around.
So no Sark. Did you meet Scott in the suite?
If he was a gentleman that had glasses and black hair, yes, I did. But
Got it.
we never formally introduced ourselves. But he said Sarge would be there soon, but I had to get back to the other side.
Yeah.
I was taking care of Coach Missoula's family tonight.
Oh.
Yeah, he was there.
So did you
Very nice, him and his wife.
You talked to him?
Not too much. He had people with him.
Nice. And I saw Derek White was at the game. Raw.
I don't know. There was somebody else in with him, but I didn't know who it was. So
did you watch any of Raw?
Yeah, I saw the girl that retired 10 years earlier came back out.
Yeah.
He's kind of nasty.
AJ Lee. She married CM Punk.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't very nice because as she was coming out, a little girl had a sign and was talking to her, and she looked at her like maybe she wanted an autograph, and then she just looked at her and turned away like, who the hell are you talking to?
Oh, I think that was Becky Lynch who did that.
Yeah, and she got in the ring and started yakking, and then all of a sudden, the black-haired girl comes running out.
Yeah,
she ran out of the ring and
so Becky
was hiding behind.
Becky was the nasty one, and AJ was the other one.
Yeah, well, Becky's not a nice woman, and I hope she loses when she goes to Vegas because I think they're fighting out in Vegas.
They are. I'm going.
I know you are.
Me.
I know you are.
Saj, Andy Wong.
Okay, well, hey, you'll know how to live large out there, buddy boy.
Oh man, I'm just trying to live. How about that? Forget about large. I'm already large.
Yeah. Hey, listen, one quick thing.
Yeah.
The other night I was listening to you talking about food, naturally. One of the small places around in Medford is called Avellino's on Mystic Avenue.
It's wonderful.
One time, I've known Peter a long time when he first started out. He's got a bigger place now. But one time I went in there for chicken cacciatore, okay? And the next thing you know, he comes out with the frying pan. I go, what's this? He goes, I made it too big. I can't fit it on the dish. Eat it out of the pan.
I love Avellino's, dude. I was at the Great American Beer Hall yesterday, which is across the street.
I haven't been there yet. I've heard about it. People have posted it that I know on Facebook about it, but I haven't been there yet.
Medford's got it's got the Avellino's. Razzo's is a good spot there.
Yeah, Razzo's is a good place.
I love
I've met Richie a few times in the garden.
Yep, Bocelli's is really good. Good pizza, really good. It's just the whole area is really nice.
Yep, that it is. And the famous Bob's and Lacache's, two famous cold cut places.
Lacache's is incredible.
Yep. Used to go there when I was a kid to get cold cuts from my mother.
Yeah, I know. What, the whole Winter Hill gang hang out down there?
No, they stayed on the other side in Somerville.
So they didn't cross the enemy lines, huh?
No, they didn't. The enemy lines were south of them in Charlestown.
Ah, that's right. Sullivan Square.
That's right, buddy. Lower Broadway.
You should write.
Oh, and that's another place. Little Vinny's on Lower Broadway. You walk in there, you think you're in a fast food, not a fast food, I'm sorry. Things to buy, like subs, and then in the back room and downstairs. Great, great, great Italian food. You will not be disappointed.
All right, Steve. Enjoy your night, my man.
All right.
Good hearing from you,
Great
bud.
talking to you, pal.
Right,
I'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye. Love hearing from the guys from back in the days, guys. You know, with the stories. Lufthansa heist.
I like stories.
You know.
I got one final sports question for you, Joe.
Sure, let's talk.
You want to do it on the other side, or you want to do it here?
I'll do it on the other side. Is this headlines here?
Yep.
Headlines. I'm Joe Murray.
Sports Hub Headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Josh Dodd. Gaz has a question. And this hour of the sports is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You'll save 15% off your next drive-through oil change. And Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. First off, to answer your question, proceeds for the espresso machine from earlier, they go to the Southwest Autism Research and Resource Center. So there you go. There's some money going towards a nice little charity there from Team Italy. Also, the Detroit Pistons, without Cade Cunningham this year, now 8-2 on the season. They're 5 games ahead of the Celtics with 11 games left. So I think the first seed's out, Skess. And it doesn't matter. I don't care that the second.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I don't even care. So, Skaz, Josh Dobbs, the Pastronaut, released today. I actually, you know what I brought up yesterday? To nobody, because I wasn't on the radio yesterday, to Hooch, when I was hanging out with him. I go, maybe they could get like a 6th or 7th round pick for Josh Dobbs.
Why?
Well, Mac Jones got you sixth round pick.
Hey, he was young. First round pick.
I mean, Max Brosman was starting games last year. I mean, who were the Jets starting last year? I don't even remember those guys' names. Like, for real, there were guys last year who was the guy the Chiefs started at the end of the year? No, yeah, exactly.
Oh, Oladuke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oladuke.
Household name.
I got a signed card of his.
Josh Dobbs or Oladuke?
Give me the Duke.
How'd that go? Josh Dobbs at least played in playoff games.
Yes, so did Brian Hoyer. How did that go? How do you feel about Tommy DeVito, QB2?
Love it. Believe it or not, I think he's an athlete.
I would say he's an athlete.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's a great quarterback.
No, I'm saying I think he can run and make plays. But isn't that Dobbs' game?
Yeah, I think he's a better version of Dobbs.
Yeah.
He's not as accurate, though. I think Dobbs is a better...
Younger and cheaper.
Yes.
But at least DeVito started in the league, in adverse situations.
I have no issues.
If Tommy DeVito's the quarterback of the Pats, they're going to suck.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, we all agree?
Yes.
And they'll probably draft some guy or take a kid from... Where the hell did John Collins University, wherever the hell, John
Western
Carroll.
Kentucky.
yeah, whatever it is.
The Hilltoppers.
Actually, we should do that. We should look up all the quarterbacks and look at who's at the worst school possible. And that's the guy they're going to take.
You're not buying the Ty Simpson hype?
Hell no. I don't want him anyways. So Pasternak's gone.
David Pasternak.
Number 11's available, Skaz. What do you think?
Who's
Is that the question you were going to ask me?
Yeah, who's taking it?
It's A.J. Brown.
That's why they cut him, Joe.
To give him number 11. Look at this. El Cielo Miedo. We got more luchas, Skaz. Hey, we're going to make it home before everybody at Raw tonight. Hell yeah. All right, we got to get out of here. We're back tomorrow. Bruins and Celtics here on the Sports Hub. Thank you, Skaz. Street Team Joe. Triple D. I'm Joe. Bye-bye.
You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5.